hate puppies.
Sounds familiar.
It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened.
I deserve it.
Third time's a charm.
Let's hope so. Goodness. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Here's hoping you had a good week this past week. Definitely enjoyed a little vacation, and that was nice. We've been off for a couple weeks, but you wouldn't know that because other podcasts put out best ofs. We didn't do that.
We don't have any.
That's false. We have 5 years of best ofs, 1 year of trash.
6.
No,
Damn.
5 years of best ofs.
Yeah. True. That first year.
Exactly.
You.
If you're here, you know where you are. You're listening Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and helping you figure out what you should be drinking this weekend or what you should desperately stay away from. We have a special guest here tonight. Very excited. We got Ray from Spirit Halloween, a fan favorite. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Thanks for sticking with us through 3 tries to get this started. So Chris from Teach Me Babe always comments when he has a problem. I'm going to throw this one out to him. Chris, you should have seen it. What a nightmare. Literally started an episode, realized my mic, something on the board wasn't working. Mic didn't work. Problem 1.
Yeah. Restart 1.
Went back through, got everything going, started again. Stu walks in, 30 minutes after start time.
Yeah.
Which, had we started on time, would have been a huge problem.
Yep.
But we had just started, so we shut it down again.
Things happen for a reason.
I guess so. I don't know. I've never ascribed to that theory.
That theory is hilarious. It's like things happen for a reason. Yes. How do you prove it like this?
Yeah. No, actually, that had no reason. That was just frustrating. Yeah, because you don't know that your life just turned for the better because of that stepping in that dog shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But we did it. Third time's the charm. Here we are. We've got Ray.
Yes.
Got Old Fashions. We now have Stu.
Whew. We're living the dream.
Dude, these Old Fashions are stupid good.
Yeah. Ray showed
It's like
up.
a $15 old fashioned. It's not really $15. I'm
35.
telling you, I think it's the cup.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get
those are good.
We need to get sponsored by these Ball aluminum cups.
Yeah.
I absolutely love these things.
I just ordered some.
So,
Did you really? While we were sitting here?
Well, the third time's a charm, so I had a little time.
So,
Fair enough.
so Ray, tell us what's in this amazing drink. Obviously, there's a very fancy, crystal clear, square ice cube in here. Which,
Yeah, you got one of them fancy ice makers, huh?
I do have a little fancy ice maker. So it's pretty simple, old-fashioned, super simple drink. 2 ounces of bourbon, 3-4 dashes of bitters. I do a little pinch of orange. Take orange and pinch it in there. And then I take some Luxardo cherry, like sugary syrup.
How do you pronounce that word?
Luxardo.
Luxardo.
Now, he gave Brendan and I each one of those cherries.
That's
And
the
it
best-
was the best cherry I've ever had.
Best maraschino cherry I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
I mean, that was ridiculously tasty.
Yeah, they're top of the line.
Is
So-
that Italian?
Yeah, yes. Most everything's good as Italian.
So, obviously, you can do a cheaper version of this, but
Sure.
and a lot of people do make mixed drinks with good liquors, but the key is when you're making a mixed drink is everything else you want to be a higher quality too. You don't want the $1.99 jar of cherries.
Right.
You don't want the
I mean, it can be done,
yeah.
but if you're going to do it at home, do it right.
Do it right because
I couldn't agree more.
what would that thing cost you? Honestly, what would that drink cost you at a bar?
$15.
Yeah,
Which still seems like a good deal now that I'm having it. Like this tastes. This may be the best old fashioned I've ever had.
And I use some pretty inexpensive bourbon, so I used Wild Turkey
doubt it.
101 rye.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty inexpensive. It's not bad.
You're not known for having inexpensive bourbons around.
Well, that's true. I do like some expensive bourbon. However, I think some of the best bourbon there is out there is under $100.
We're trying to prove that.
figuring that
Yeah.
out.
We're trying to prove that. If we could just keep finding these $60 easily attainable bottles. That's actually a harder task.
It is very difficult.
I didn't think, like when I started, I was like, no problem. We'll do like all these. It's becoming a task.
It
to
is,
say the least.
but you have to spend a lot of time. And ABC has the Virginia ABC website is really, really good, and you can kind of sort through it,
Yeah.
whatever you're looking for or however you want it, and it tells you where you can get them.
Have you ever noticed in your traveling the Blackstone ABC is like ridiculous for bourbon?
Well, so there are some honey holes, and I don't want to talk about them.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know one of them. You did divulge one last time that was down in Southwest Virginia,
Yeah.
like outside of Radford. It may have been a Pulaski.
Yeah, there's
is
a
that?
Pulaski one that's pretty good.
See,
But
I listen.
now bourbon is getting everybody wants the
the thing
taste, right?
now.
Wants
Yeah.
a piece of it. And we have some good distilleries within a few hundred miles in Virginia.
Yeah, but we charge far too much for ours.
Correct.
Like that is the catch. Anything that's not owned by one of like the big three, you pay an arm and a leg to get.
Right. And it does cost a whole lot to manufacture bourbon, and you got to be very patient because you
I
can't
can see that.
Can't rush it.
You can't rush it.
Well, yeah, because once you start, it's a minimum, like for a respectable bourbon, it's a minimum 10 years before you can even.
Generally, I mean,
sell
you can
it.
do some 6-year stuff. Now, I will say that some distilleries out there have bourbon that's actually in barrels right now, but what they've done, they've got juice from somebody else, and they're kind of putting their name on it. They're blending it, they're putting their name on it.
That's the Bowman's method here,
It is,
here in
yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bowman's has actually come a long way. They've got some really good stuff. So
Yeah.
They do, but
their
they got-
small batch. Their small batch is only like $30 for a bottle. It's
Yeah,
pretty
they,
good.
they
Don't
didn't
you
make
have
it.
that?
They didn't. There is.
You have some over
There's
here.
one literally right over there. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I like Bowman's because I like the local stuff, but it didn't make it through its first round challenge. It got
Right.
the cut.
Well, Bowman's probably, like you said, they're bringing up their stuff, but they still have to counteract the trend from the last how many decades that they're
Right.
not
Everybody
that great.
thought it was cheap. Everybody,
Yeah.
that was the
Yep.
stuff you kind of put in your mouth. But, Wild Turkey had that same kind of reputation.
Right.
But they have some really, really great stuff. Russell's Reserve. Matthew McConaughey's gotten involved. He has Long Branch. I think that there is some good stuff out there that used to have that.
The stigma.
The stigma.
Yeah.
What are you doing next week? You should come in.
Well, this is his
There's
business
these things
season.
on Halloween that I'm dealing with.
The fact that he's here at all.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That's
I mean,
that's
I'll
tough.
always come and have a drink. I mean,
Yeah, but I am shocked that you are here because as was established a year ago today. See, I did the spooky thing. Yeah, that's me doing Halloween. Like a year ago today, give or take, you were here because you work for Spirit Halloween,
right.
and it's your job to actually scope all of those places that have died, and then
Right.
you bring them back
Bringing
to
them
life.
back,
Yeah,
You saw the meme the other day, right? With the
Facebook.
the Facebook
Yeah.
meme
Yeah,
that
we
had
were-
the Spirit Halloween.
I saw-
They were like,
That was
they
awesome.
work fast.
I saw one the other day, and this would be pretty inside, but Chicago fans would know that the Bears just purchased a new plot of land, like outside of where Soldier Field is.
Oh, they did it.
And then so
Yeah.
someone had imposed the Spirit Halloween banner over Soldier Field, and it was
Yeah.
the same joke. It was like, damn, they're fast. I was like,
mean-
that's awesome.
That's what we do. If you leave it vacant for any amount of time, I'm gonna take it.
So, because of COVID, are you having the pick of the litter this year?
No,
Really?
No.
There's not
No.
any empty buildings?
there are some empty buildings, but
Not
our
what you-
wonderful federal government was able to give some of these landlords and some of these people
Oh,
some
yeah.
some
Kickback.
some
and-
kickbacks
yeah.
and say, I'm going to wait this out, So
Yeah.
I would say that finding good locations this year have been a lot more challenging than it has been in
Wow.
the past.
Damn.
That's wild. So
That- and
this
it's not
year
because
was
there's
harder.
Open
Harder.
businesses there. It's just they have
do
the
they
money.
right? And they think that retail's coming back, and brick and mortar. There are some studies that say that brick and mortar actually is coming back, but I don't know.
Brick and mortar might come back, but the employees aren't.
That's
I mean, are you dealing with that?
Oh,
Because I tell you, in my
yes.
travels,
Oh, my
I
God.
see more help wanted signs than I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm like, you have to give away your firstborn son for them to even come to
Yeah.
work, but then they don't show up.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
give them their firstborn son, but they'll take him with you. You
Yeah.
know, right? Like they're not coming
no.
back.
That's the.
It's terrible.
Well, you guys pay $115 an hour. Is that what I heard?
Move the decimal.
It's basically what you have to do.
1,115. Golly.
So
we could offer anything, but it's just attracting the right kind of customer, right kind of, person to work for us.
I've had this conversation a lot over the past few days, and I've had it in years past being middle management. It's like I would have the employees come to me and say, "Boss, if I could only make X amount of dollars more," and I'm like, well, what's the number you're looking for? And it'd be a few grand, and I'd be like, and then in 6 months you'll want a few grand more. Like there's no
Sure.
magic number for you. Like you have zero skills. zero education, but there's never enough money that you're going to be happy making. And it's like, that's a you problem. That's not a capitalism problem.
That's a human problem. I think every day I'm underpaid, and I'm woefully overpaid.
I don't think that.
But I will tell you that Spirit's a lot of fun. We have a ton of fun when we're doing work, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I can once I take possession of a store, I can set it up in 7 days and be open.
Right.
And so
with a lot of hard work.
With a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
I want these people to come in and be excited about Halloween, but I also I'm running a business. I got to open.
Yeah.
I only have 12 weeks, 10 weeks sometimes to even.
Yeah, and there's no we'll get it next quarter.
No.
Like it's
now or never.
It's either we get our nut or we're screwed for the year.
Yeah, my very last store in my area opened last Thursday. So
was that late?
That's fairly late. We want everything to be open by September 15th, but we had a late lease come through. It was at the beach, and it was in an area where we have some competition. So we said let's just knock it open.
What is competition to Spirit?
That's what I was just thinking.
Right. So
because I would assume you guys have the monopoly on.
Can
we even speak their name?
Oh sure. I mean,
Voldemort's
we don't have to say who they are if you don't want to.
No. I don't mind. Go shop them and come to me because I am 10 times better than those guys. I'm not afraid of competition. I'll put us right beside each other.
Yeah.
That's what I did actually.
Nice.
There's a store.
Well played.
This is a regional guy. It's called Harry Ghouls.
Harry Ghouls. I dated her.
Right. Harry Ghouls. He actually owns Coastal Edge, which is a regional. It's a surf shop down
Familiar
on the
with
beach.
that, yeah.
So he actually has 3 locations or 2 locations down on the beach.
So he's trying to branch out into the Halloween.
Well, he's been
game?
doing this for a really long time. He has a permanent space right on Virginia Beach Boulevard, and he comes back every year. And then my return location opened up again, and I said, we might be able to do a couple $100,000 out of that location, but I'm going to take business away from that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a dick. I mean, I kind of am a dick sometimes, but
That's
it's
business.
Well, you got to do your
business.
job.
I got to do my job, right?
Yeah.
Right, and I will definitely put my locations and my stores and my employees up against any competition.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of what Burger King was known for doing? They'd let McDonald's do all the work, and they'd be like, "All right, we see you setting up there. We're going to set up across the street. And
You must have done the research.
Duke it out, yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
The same in the auto industry.
Yeah, and then the other competition I have is Halloween City. That's the big one. That's Party City's. That's
I've never
Party
even
City's.
heard of that.
So Halloween City is their offshoot. It's their temporary business that they do.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
Party City does it.
Party City does it, but they have a freestanding. These are freestanding locations.
Yeah.
Halloween City's definitely struggled. They had 250 stores a couple years ago, and I think they're only down to like 30 or 40 now.
Interesting.
They
don't have any local. They don't have any around here.
Nothing local.
Yeah.
One in Newport News.
How many
Interesting.
Spirit Halloweens are there in the country?
Almost 1,500. I think it's 1,478 is what we're doing this year.
That's
Are
fantastic.
y'all still growing?
Oh, of course.
That's
of course.
awesome.
Yeah, my market expanded this year.
Wow, and you were already busy last year.
Correct. I put a second location in Roanoke. We had one store that did really, really well. So I'm like, that city's kind of big enough to support too. So why not try it? The great news about when I put up a business and it doesn't work, I close it down.
Yeah.
Start over next year.
Yeah. That's
Literally,
true.
you're just like, lesson learned.
I won't go back there again.
So how many local Richmond area ones?
9
are there?
in Richmond.
9.
Damn.
Wow. Is that more from last year?
No,
or
same. And I have 10 at the beach, which is one more than I had last year as well.
Wow.
Where my local Spirit was, they actually got a lease.
Correct.
That was crap.
Now, but we're at the Sears. We're at the
Oh,
Sears
yeah,
at just
Sears
Town
closed.
Center.
Oh, that's even bigger.
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, you can't obviously do the whole thing.
can't do the
That
whole
would be
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Ridiculous. Oh, fake blood's upstairs. Oh, damn it.
Can we use the escalator?
Yeah, that's a lot.
You'd be surprised. We have like a couple years ago. I don't know if I should say this or not, but a couple years ago we had a big location like that, and a store manager actually we found out was living.
Oh
They got
yeah.
thrown out of their place, and so poor person was
Yeah.
actually living in there. They'd close up and they'd go downstairs. And they had a TV set up, and
Good for them.
There was a little bit of an LP issue there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
It's a creepy ass place to live. Like when I was a kid, I had a glow in the dark skull that I really thought was a good idea when I was at Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, I really need that. And then like I put it in my room, and glow in the dark skulls, they glow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I heard.
Horrible,
right? For a
Yeah.
kid.
Like I was like, oh shit, that thing's just glowing
And
and
it
it's
looks
floating.
like a floating head.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't know that I want this, and so I put it under my bed.
Yeah.
That's where I would keep it at night.
Well, that's much better.
Well,
So
so
yeah,
yeah,
look
so then,
under there.
Well, so my brother figured this out, and then he would just
Move
put
it.
it up where I couldn't get to it, like at the
Oh,
highest
yeah.
point,
No.
and I wouldn't see it during the day, and then I'd wake up and the skull would be way the hell up there.
Dude, it's funny how some of those
Scared the
things that
bejesus out
stick
of
with
me.
you that scare the shit out of you when you're a kid because, like,
Always will,
when I was a
yeah.
kid, I had the little boxing buddy. It's filled with sand at the bottom. It
Yeah.
blows up, and you could just punch it. And it would
Oh,
come,
yeah,
it
the
would
like a
come out.
Weeble
Dude,
Wobble.
Weeble
Yeah.
Wobble, but it was like 4 feet tall. It was a punching bag almost.
Are you?
I had an oscillating fan in my room. I woke up in the middle of the night, and all I see is this person just going
It's just
like
moving.
Oh,
moving back.
Lord.
It scared the
Oh, wow.
shit out of me.
Forget that.
It's like, I'm done.
I don't need
So
that.
I know that. I think that Brandon, you're a Halloween guy, right? Like you like.
yeah,
Halloween.
I always dress up. I
But
love.
Troy,
love
you
it.
could take it or leave it.
I like Halloween. I'm not good at picking costumes. Like I'm never like I never. I don't think I'm very artistic or creative. Like
Sure.
so, like I don't see something and go, "Oh man, that'd be great." Like I don't come up with good ideas. I don't. Even if I go shopping, even at Spirit, I'll see a bunch of things. I'm like, I'm not good at putting together a good costume. It's just not my thing.
What about your wife? Would she?
She's not into it either. She never dresses up.
All right.
I always come up with great ideas, but then the last second, I never do anything with it. And the last second, it's like, okay, yep, disco costume again.
I've got a mini Spirit in my attic.
Yeah.
Where like I have various wigs and masks and different costumes, but I make a lot of costumes. Like
Right.
I've got a sick Popeye. My favorite, I have a Mugatu sweater
Oh wow.
and like I literally made the Mugatu sweater, and that is a fantastic look.
Those knitting skills finally paid off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it was mostly hot glue
Yeah.
because it's a costume.
Well,
so like,
Ely, his wife is huge.
Oh,
in
she
Halloween.
is-
They have
she
the
Yeah.
party every year and go full out.
I think Ely was here last year. I think he talked about that they went all out for that.
Yeah.
he
for
was
sure.
trying to get here tonight, and then he had to go pick up his son like right here, which is 45 minutes from his house.
Yeah.
So he drove all the way out here, picked up his son, drove him back, and he was like, I'm not doing it again. I don't care. Like, I'm staying home. I was like, I get that.
I'm glad you said son, because if you're going to say he was picking up another car, I was gonna be like, damn.
That's kind of his thing. too.
Always possible, yeah.
Yeah.
So
45 minutes for me driving. That is nothing.
yeah.
But that's because
Oh,
you
yeah.
cover a state
Yeah.
for work.
It's no state. Yeah.
yeah.
So that'll do that to you. That'll kind of throw off your
So
what you
Ray,
think is normal.
when you were on last year, everybody loved you. We got a lot of good feedback. But what really
Not that guy from Party Halloween. He did not like it. Lots of
You know,
negative comments.
last year you threw out a fact that obviously
I know where this is going.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah, I did.
Wait.
Broke the trend.
broke the
right?
trend. Yeah.
Well, really? Did we? Are we sure?
Well, you see, that's exactly what we said. We said, well, it's kind of up for
there's some
debate.
things coming out of Arizona that who knows? You know, I really, like from a political standpoint.
Well, let's tell everybody in case they
That's
forgot.
right. Okay, so for the past like 5 or 6 elections, we have done the Spirit Halloween mask poll, and whatever
Yep.
political candidate
You have
was
both
running, we have
candidates,
both candidates.
yeah.
We have their mask. Whichever candidate would have sell the most masks would always win the election.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so last year we sold the most Trump masks, and
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But that's a
But
good
we
straw,
kinda
that's a good
talked-
straw poll, though.
It is
like,
a very right. You know, I think that.
But
if
we
if
also
we're-
talked about it last year, like especially with Trump, is like normally that might be you like the person, but like for Trump, is it maybe
He's
you
a
did-
character.
Yeah, so maybe like more Democrats bought it and
as
did,
a fun joke
yeah,
to do.
Sure.
jackass versions of it, and
Absolutely.
so the numbers could have been skewed. Who knows? Or maybe your poll was skewed like the vote. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it is. It. We didn't really announce it that we talked about it, and it was one of those things, but we didn't kind of follow up because it was the first time. Nobody likes to be wrong. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you know,
getting used to it.
but if we're 6-1,
Yeah, that's
pretty
still
good, you know?
Yeah.
You'll take those betting odds all day.
Absolutely.
Hall of Fame.
Right.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Well, if Trump wins, you could be just 6-1-1.
6-1. Right. That's true.
Split the 8 years.
Any trends this year that you're seeing? Is there anything popping out that's different?
Or any new cool? Because y'all always do like the whole like whatever. You'll do a Harry Potter, section or what? Whatever the any cool new sections out there people need to check out.
Well, here's the thing: COVID really kind of screwed us a little bit when it comes to like your
trying mask on, and
not necessarily that, but there wasn't a thing out there. There wasn't a movie. There wasn't a TV show because that was all kind of put on hold. So we don't have that. However, we have found that there's a lot of people out there that are still into making their own costumes.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that Bob Ross is big this year. Steampunk is big this year. Beetlejuice. Because the Beetlejuice movie was actually supposed to be back out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so Beetlejuice is actually really, really big this year.
You seeing an uptick in like Sopranos, mobster?
No,
type
nothing
things?
like that. I know that there was they had HBO had the Tony Soprano original.
Well, it shows now that apparently it's like one of the most downloaded shows, the old Sopranos.
Oh, the old ones. Okay.
Because a lot of people are going back to watch it before they watched The Many Saints of New York or Newark. So they're going through that whole thing. So I was wondering if that was trending.
And I think that people are gonna like I said, they're gonna do their own thing. There's nothing that's really sticking out right now. I will say that our numbers this year, we are way up from last year.
Yeah,
and we had
and last year was awesome.
Last year we had had the best year we ever had.
That's crazy.
As a company, and then this year we are crushing the numbers.
Do you keep track of like so obviously there's, I guess what you would say, costumes and masks, but the accessories are the yard stuff, like the object, whatever you ever want to call it.
Sure, our decor, all of the decor that goes
that
outside.
Up? Or you see more people buying that because they're not.
Yeah,
maybe we're not going trick or treating, but we're going to blow out the outside.
Correct. So all of our decor stuff is like killing it. All right. However, just like most businesses now, we have supply chain.
Yeah.
Damn.
We have containers. We still have containers of merchandise.
You're like, I could move all this product.
The boats are still sitting out waiting.
I could move all this product, but it ain't here to move.
And so I think that's really helped us because when we have one or two of those items inside our locations, people are saying, "Oh shit, we only have one or two items. We got to get it now."
Get it now, yeah.
Our president of the company was actually on the Today Show today, and he said, "Go now." Shop now.
Yeah.
To do
really, because there's not a ton.
Don't wait.
They're already saying that about Christmas.
Right.
Like shop now for Christmas because it's not going to be here at Christmas.
And they're saying that we could have, an 85 or 90% sell through in our merchandise. And for a business like us that we have to start with merchandise next year, if we sell 85 or 90% of our merchandise,
does that put you in the hole for next year?
Oh yeah. I mean, because you got to order.
Well, that also
I
sucks
can't really tell you how much, but we got to order
a lot
in the B.
What
range.
What blows is that I am always like,
it's a big basket.
Very
the
big.
3 days before Halloween is really when I ramp up because I'm always do it yourself. So this could be a problem for me.
It could be very much a problem.
And everybody that goes the week after Halloween looking for the half price, it's not going to be there.
No, and we're talking about whether or not we haven't decided yet, but we're going to decide whether or not we're going to do a half off sale or we're only going to do 25% off sale.
Yeah.
Or are we going to be open on the first and second?
You have
might not have any merchandise.
Brendan, it might not be it will be a problem if you wait. I mean,
that's fine. This is going to motivate me. I just need to figure it out. I haven't quite settled on what I want to be.
Price repercussion now?
No.
Not yet?
No. I mean, we haven't done as many sales, because we don't have the merchandise inside the store.
Yeah.
That we would normally put on sale.
I was just saying because you said if you had only like 2 items.
Yeah, I mean, people are coming in. No, we're not hiking anything up. We're not gouging or anything.
They don't gouge.
Just put a bid sheet on it.
Right. We have
silent auction.
Exactly.
We do.
It'll be over in a week.
I went to a store today in the beach, and we have a couple of the animatronics, which are the big things. There is one of our animatronics. They have 16 people on a list to get it.
Wow.
And the stores are getting 1 or 2 at a time.
What's the priciest one you have?
$299.
That's all?
$329. Yeah.
$300?
Yeah, not bad.
It's the inside the pallet house guys. They just sit there. They just drink beer.
Yeah.
It just does this out front.
That's scary.
Every once in a while, one of them belches. It's freaky stuff.
Yapping to a mic about nothing. Yeah. IPAs.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Hey kids, I got ITPH in my front yard. Come take a look.
$269 without the soundboard, $329 with the soundboard.
This is going great.
That's what you get.
It'll just sit there every once in a while and touch soundboard drops. It's fantastic. Hey, I got a little inside baseball question because my daughter will kill me if I didn't ask. Do you guys have Sailor Moon costumes?
We do.
Jackpot.
But you should probably ask how old they are. Because
Brendan's looking for an adult male extra large. All right.
Because the Sailor Moon costumes that we probably have that
are adult,
not going to be for the
sexy Sailor
age
Moon
girl that I saw walking into the home at your house.
That's the one.
Not appropriate.
Okay, so you don't have. So there's 3 different Sailor Moons. There's the long dressed Sailor Moon.
Correct.
There's the short skirt, like sexy Sailor Moon.
Uh-huh.
And then there's Princess Sailor Moon, which has some name that I don't
I
remember.
think we may have the Princess Sailor Moon for the younger ones, but most of the Sailor Moons that pop into my head are not.
Yeah, same with me until she started watching it, and then I had to totally rejigger like my whole thought process. I was like, wait a minute. This is not, we can't do that.
It is hilarious to see what can be turned into a sexy costume. Like
You can
every costume out there, there's a sexy version.
I'm going to be sexy Michael Myers this year.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
just the mask.
You have all boys. just
There you go.
Just the mask. You have all boys, so you don't have to worry about that.
No,
you know? And you have
two
two
girls.
two
Yeah.
girls. And so I'm dating that awesome woman, and she's got 3 daughters. So
you have a daughter.
I do have a daughter. So
you got to worry about 4 daughters.
I do. So my place is full of estrogen.
Yeah.
Is that are they old? Oh yeah, she can't wear that.
Yeah, right. She cannot wear that.
No, absolutely not. She better get some leggings.
Mom can.
Oh fuck me, yes. Dude! If my wife walked in that Sailor Moon outfit, I'd have them big anime eyes with little tears in them. I'm so happy to see you. I'll be like,
your mouth will be moving, but different words will be coming out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would be fantastic. All right, we can't wipe that from my mind.
And so at my house, we have 2 18-year-old girls. One's at ECU and one is a senior this year. We have a 14-year-old who wants to be
an 18-year-old,
right? Wants to do it. She's not, right? And
Yeah.
then we have a 9-year-old. So it's a full-blown.
And then
there's you.
I've got the 14 and 16-year-old girls, but my 16-year-old skipped her junior year. She's a senior, and she's just like that's all she wants to do is just get out in the world. I'm like, slow your pace, slow your pace. But damn,
My
girls'
daughter's
costumes are crazy.
daughter's in retail, so she
gets
loves
it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she knows what's happening with what's happening now. So anyway.
I'm just racking my brain over here trying to think of what I want to be now.
I'm just thinking. I'm glad I don't have girls.
I assume
come on, be
there's-
honest. You're trying to figure out how to get their wife in that costume.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But like, all right, you have 18. You said we had one in college.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there's a point where that comes back. You see, now all of our college age friends come over, and you're like, aha.
Oh,
okay,
yeah, that'll
these are
work
good
out,
looking
yeah.
women. So it'll come back. I
Not
just
creepy
have to,
at all.
I just have to wait. No, I said college age. College age.
Yeah, but when you're asking your daughters to bring their friends over and just have the Halloween party here at the house.
No, we're not doing that. I'm just saying, like there's gonna be many years.
Why
of
go to the
like,
bar? I have a bar in the backyard.
Yeah.
Bring your
Okay,
19-year-old friends over here. and
I'm
we'll
not
kick it.
making the point I was intending to make. This is
Who's the old guy in the lawn chair not doing anything?
I'm just saying, if you need a bartender for these parties, I know a guy.
I'm just saying this argument's falling apart. I don't know how to fix it from this point. Like we're too far gone.
I know what you were saying.
It's just saying, later in life, like it'll be better, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really weird for the next few years, and it's
Yes.
not gonna be great. But there'll be younger people coming over later in life when they're in their 20s, say 25.
There we go.
There we go. That's when I start
There
to
you
get.
go.
And
Because
you're in
That's
your 50s.
totally better.
this is gonna be awkward. I can't win with this. I sometimes I should just not talk.
You're saying what every guy's thinking. I'll give you that.
But I shouldn't talk.
Yes.
What is the?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join you here because
Don't, Ray. Don't.
Save yourself.
This doesn't go well. Trust me, I'm over here sweating. I'm sweating. This is not good. It all fell apart. I just saved your ass.
You did. I appreciate that.
He just slow-mo dived in front of the bullet.
No! I just Secret Service his ass, man. Yeah, you don't want any part of this. There's no way I can win. It's getting worse. Fading out.
Let's go back to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm never going again. Oh, I've got the angle. Hey, you guys do a bunch of charity.
Oh,
yes. Let's talk about the charity.
All right. I'm back. Let's talk about charity.
Oh, he's got the
yeah.
numbers.
Whoa, he does that, but you pulled out a whole sheet.
Yeah, I have some talking points because the Spirit of Children, the charity that we do, is really, really, really important to us.
This is good. This is what I like.
Yes.
Because last year we were just ramping up thinking about how we do M4K. And you guys last year, I was shocked at how much. Well, you're probably going to get into these numbers, so I won't bury it. But it was amazing.
It was amazing.
You guys do
for
great
sure.
stuff. I will let you take over.
Well, I will tell you that last year we had the best year we've ever had when it comes to raising money for local charities. So I have 2 hospitals that my group raises money for. $108,000 to VCU's Children's Hospital, to their child life department, which is great.
$108,000, $6 figures.
$108,000. Yeah, six.
Good.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever done that. We are gonna. There's an opportunity for us this year to give them our total giving will be over $1 million if we do another $100,000 this year.
Wow.
Who's total giving?
Like Richmond.
Oh, okay.
No,
your
that's
Richmond
what
stores.
I wanted to.
Yeah, my Richmond stores over the last 8 years will
surpass the $1 million
mark.
mark.
$1 million.
So just here in the Richmond metro.
Correct.
In 8 years.
That's stupid because I think when people heard that, I immediately went to, wow, okay, Spirit Halloween on the whole, there's 1,500 stores. It kind of that's Richmond metro. That's
just
think
for Richmond
about
stores.
that.
Okay, so here I'll kind of give you. So in addition to providing Halloween fun since 2007 for
because
these hospitals,
you do the whole.
so
you
we
go
give
throw
parties.
Halloween parties.
Now
yeah.
last year we didn't do a party. This year we're still not doing a party because of COVID.
sure.
Yeah.
But $77 million as a company.
That's crazy.
No way.
$77 million since
Total
2000
since-
total since 2007 has been given to the child life departments all across the country.
That's awesome.
$77 million.
That's a lot of coins.
Right, and that's the thing. It's like every dollar. I mean, every dollar that we get from you, customers,
Yeah.
we don't take anything. Our foundation is.
That's why that was my
run-
question was what is the item that you buy? Or you
No, we,
so it's $1 out of the purchase.
no.
No,
We
he's
asked.
he's saying the
We
money
asked.
that goes to that they take off the top for the charity.
Yeah, we don't
There's
take
no
anything.
there's no so a lot of charity money.
Right.
They take X amount to fund it to do this or that. You're saying kind of like M4K, 100% of every dollar you donate goes to that
Correct.
charity.
And it's not that I donate; it's what you guys
Yeah,
donate.
yeah,
Because,
yeah.
you know, at the register, when
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
would you
asking.
like to donate?
At the
That's
end
what
of the-
I'm
how
asking.
much would you
How?
like to donate to Spirit of Children?
Right.
You know, and in my spiel, I tell my guys, you know, how much would you like to donate to Spirit of Children? $5, $10, $20. You know, are you our first $1 million donor?
Mm-hmm.
And then people go,
Yeah.
oh, I'll do $5. You know, great.
I'm so. Gosh,
well, and
I'm a dollar.
'Cause I
guy.
thought-
I'm
And
horrible.
that's fine.
I'm a dollar.
And if you
guy.
go, and you go, because if I start them with $5, they're gonna give me $1.
yeah.
You know, they give me $1.
Well, and it's unfortunate due to COVID, but like, and it's awesome that money is so much, but like, really, when you guys do the whole party thing and take the fun to them, that's literally priceless. Like that's something.
Yeah, and we
Because I used to go visit with my old job. I would go visit hospitals and do stuff like that, and I mean that's for if you ever had a child in a hospital, like anything like that. Just I mean it lifts those
Sure.
kids'
Yeah.
spirits like on
You know, and
another level.
Our vendors do a really great job. So we have some vendors. Obviously, we purchase a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so they give us a lot of these things that we take to the parties, which we appreciate.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
So this year, the goal this year is to raise $13 million as a company.
in a year.
That's crazy.
It's 6
Great.
weeks.
Wait.
In a month.
Oh yeah, in 2 months.
Yeah, 10 weeks.
Yeah. Goodness.
Yeah. So we are, you know, this
You
is
got to be proud of that.
very proud.
Those
Yeah.
are scary
What-
numbers.
You know, and we're
I see what you did there.
we're up to
Damn it.
we're up to $240,000 for the CHKD, which is down at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
know? And then we have some other hospitals that want to come on board, but you know, we have to draw the fine line. Like, where do we start diluting it?
Yeah.
I know that Charlottesville, there's the hospital up there wants to do it, and I know there's a hospital in Roanoke that wants to do it. But where do we draw the line, and how? You know, where can we best use our money?
Yeah.
When you have to get to a point where it's like, all right, we don't want to dilute what we have.
Sure.
So it's like when you get to the next level, then you can bring in another hospital and you can keep
Correct.
branching out.
Correct. And that's why it's important for me. Like I've added another store out in Western Virginia. So if I can get 4,
Hopefully
5, 6
get
stores,
to that,
then I
yeah.
can get to that level and do that.
Do you think about that?
Sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, every year. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I have a really good relationship with the Children's Hospital Foundation here in Richmond.
I bet you do.
And those guys,
Yeah, they love you.
Raise Ray! Roll the red carpet out.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that the Child Life Department had she always tells the story every year that when I called her, she's like, I don't know about this. I'm not sure. You know, this was like 2008, 2009, and
They probably get a lot of those calls,
right,
you know, and they're like,
what do you mean you want to do a party or whatever? So she called
Yeah.
her partner in Philly, and they were like, oh, Spirit called? Yes,
do it.
do it.
Yeah.
Don't even
Just end
Yes.
of story.
Yeah.
do
just
it.
do it. Just do it. Right.
Hang up with me and call them right back.
So now she.
And why are you talking to me?
You're
that's-
wasting time.
And that's what she tells all of her people now. So
That's
when
awesome.
someone calls and they say Spirit, they're like, yep.
Yep, we're in.
Where did Spirit start out of?
Egg Harbor Town. Well, Spirit itself was out of California.
Right.
So they started some stores in San Francisco, and then we came in and bought the company. When I say we, our parent company, which is Spencer Gifts,
that's right.
bought the 110 stores.
And that took it to the
Took it
to the next level. The
Sure.
next 3
it's a
levels.
Great partnership because we have an HR department, we have a loss prevention department,
Yeah.
we have a warehouse. Now, I mean, honestly, we do more business than the Spencer side. You know,
That's
Spencer's, We have
crazy.
600 Spencer stores.
Damn.
That's wild to me.
It's like in 10 weeks we crush the parent company
But I used to spend a lot of money in Spencer's
Oh, yeah.
as a,
Right.
as
In
a
the
young
back?
man.
Yeah, but
in the back of the store.
$5, but $5 for fake dog shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Right, that's your favorite.
I loved it.
I was just
Loved
curious.
that
I was
stuff.
curious where you guys, because you said Philly. I didn't know if you kind of started out of came over the Northeast corridor and then kind of worked your way down.
Yeah, so most all of our stores started on the West Coast in San Francisco, and then it kind of expanded. East Coast now, we have a lot of stores in the East Coast, and then we're taking a hold in Canada this year.
Oh, wow.
Damn. A lot of hockey masks.
Yeah, what kind of term? I didn't even
No, they
think.
don't buy those. They already have them.
Already got them.
I
need
don't
to
know
buy
why
your
in my
Jason
head
mask.
it's like, oh, Canada doesn't do Halloween.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't do anything spooky.
Yeah.
Like that's not the Canada thing. They have apologized.
Or mean
day.
spirited. They're like, hey.
Yeah.
Good day.
Like the worst Halloween trick is not to buy the car behind you at Tim Hortons a coffee. You're like, ha ha! Halloween trick or treat, bitch.
That sailor outfit at negative 20 degrees is not that fun.
You know what? I need to go to Canada.
I bet it would be.
That always killed me in college when you go to the parties and it'd be one of the cold. I mean, and the Halloween
Yeah.
gets cold here in Richmond, but some years it's really cold, and you'd be like party hopping, house hopping, bar hopping, and you'd be like, that chick is not wearing anything basically right now.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
she ain't wearing a coat between parties.
Well,
like she's
It's 110 degrees in the party, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
30 outside.
Yeah, last year I intentionally had a pretty warm outfit because it was a little cold outside, and so I went as a luchador. So I already had a luchador mask and a legit one, like that I had gotten in Mexico. So I had my luchador mask, but then I put
that
on
shit was
like,
made in China, but he bought it in Mexico, so he
Yeah.
thinks it's legit.
why would Mexico go to China to have it made? No, that shit was made in Mexico.
Okay,
But now I'm gonna go check. 'Cause there's gotta be,
I got.
gonna
I'm in
be-
your head.
Yeah,
I'm
now
rent free
I
in
am-
your head right now.
I'm gonna be pissed off because
it
I
could
went.
be Vietnam. I could be way off.
But I mean, I literally refused to buy a luchador mask till I was in Mexico
Yeah.
because I was like, it has to be official.
Yeah. Well, when you buy something in America, it's from America.
That's not how that works.
No,
Okay.
it was,
I'm a little concerned right now. That's a whole nother.
we're gonna pause this. We'll be back in a few minutes. Let's go to our sponsors.
Oh, I'll be going upstairs tomorrow and looking. I'll be just. It better say made in Mexico. I will burn that
I
mask.
hope it says "Made in America" just to really drive it home.
That would be crazy.
I'd almost be more pissed off.
That's what I'm saying.
That would really suck. But I wore like
They're like 100% Mexican luchador mask. They upcharge
Oh,
it.
yeah.
yeah, made in the USA.
Boo!
Boo this man.
There's no real luchadors there.
Exactly. But I wore like snowboard long johns, and then I had like the snowboard tight long sleeve shirt, like all that stuff you wear on your skin to keep you warm.
Right.
And then just pulled the underwear on the outside, and then put the cape on, and had my luchador mask, and I was like, I'm pretty warm. Like this was all right. I got the photos. It didn't look good. I think I was like fat. That was the word.
At the end of COVID?
Yeah, it was.
You were the one guy.
It was. Like,
You were the one guy that put on weight.
The only guy.
Crazy.
Only guy. No, it didn't look good in all the pictures. I'm like proudly standing there with my gun
Of course
out.
you are.
Well, I'm a proud man.
You are a proud man.
I'm a proud man.
As you should be.
But that was.
I saw a really
proud.
proud picture on your Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
I mean, like you're all winged out. I mean, it looks like, you know, like
Yeah.
Nashville.
you should have had like pumpkin spice in your hand, sitting in front of that thing.
Dude, that wing picture was one of my favorite moments. Definitely my favorite moment of the summer, I think.
Yeah.
Just getting out there and doing that to those
You
poor
are
girls.
What you don't see is the
Yeah.
rest. What you don't
being
see is the
basic.
rest of the bachelorette party.
Oh, so exactly.
Oh, there were bachelor parties in line. I waited in
sure.
line with them.
You're like,
And then
fuck
I
you,
got up
what's
there,
it?
and then I took it up with, and just let it all drop. When I took it off, too, I was all sucked in because I was going for dramatic effect. So I was like looking all tough. It went, dropped it off. It was fantastic. It was
I hear there's
good
like
photo.
a line of people waiting to just have their pictures.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was all girls,
And you
all
were-
women. I was the
Of
only
course,
dude.
yeah.
They're just waiting there with them. Just going to get my picture.
For the gram. Do it for
Gotta
the gram.
get my Insta shot. Yeah.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
Hashtag didn't eat all week for this.
Actually lost a couple followers.
I don't care, dude. I was having a blast. That had been mulling around in my mind for like days. I kept looking at the lines. I got to get over there shirtless. It just made sense to me.
That's awesome.
Maybe that's what I should be this year. Just get some
An
big
angel?
old angel wings,
Oh,
shirtless and
oh,
cowboy
yes,
boots.
that would be amazing.
You guys have angel wings?
Oh yes, I could get you some. I
What?
could get you some great big white ones.
How big can we go?
Oh, big.
Oh,
It's
this
funny
could
you
be
say that.
it.
One of my best costumes when I was single and right out of college with a bunch of guys, we all wore jeans, white button-ups, angel wings, and halos, and just went party hopping, and like the girls loved it. They thought that was the best. Like we were taking pictures with everybody, and like we literally weren't. We were just in white button-ups, untucked, jeans, angel wings, and halos.
That's perfect. I
Yeah,
might do something sexy this year.
I think
I'm thinking I'm going to do something sexy.
Today they think you're going for the what's that show, Lucifer on Netflix.
No, sexier.
Oh yeah, nah.
Sexier than Lucifer.
Sexy Lucifer.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah, sexier for sure.
I'm doing a couple's costume because my girlfriend. We have places to go. I don't know. Have you guys seen Ted Lasso on?
Oh yeah,
Oh
love
yeah.
it.
I'm the
Ted
one who
Lasso.
hasn't. I'm the one.
So-
who
You haven't watched that show yet?
I still haven't subscribed to the whole
It's
Apple
like
thing.
the best show I've ever seen.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm doing Roy Kent. And she's doing
Oh,
Keely.
Roy fucking Kent.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
awesome.
Like, oi.
Are you gonna grow your? Are you gonna
Yeah.
die?
I started growing it a little bit.
Are you
I'll
gonna dye it black?
I'll dye
You.
it black. Yeah.
Dye your hair black?
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
Dude,
go that
how
far.
many-
Don't dye your hair. You
Side-
got great hair.
Side
Don't
note,
screw up your hair.
How many Ted Lassos are going to be at M4K?
Oh yeah, that'll be popular.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
god!
so I got to go a different direction on that.
Were you gonna go with the guy?
No,
for
but
the
I'm
show
just saying,
you hadn't
like-
seen.
No, but I'm just saying you got to avoid what's. You don't want to be one of 7.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you got to
Yeah,
branch
Roy-
out.
Have
You
you
know,
are you
like,
working
I-
on your accent?
No,
and
I'm
cussing?
not gonna go like that part. I mean, I just give me a bourbon, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Listen, I'm doing this as a favor.
so
to my
Keely,
girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I can
Keely
continue to
is
get
a
laid.
sexy
Absolutely.
Yeah.
person.
And last year we didn't do a party last year because of COVID, but we were gonna do David Beckham and Victoria Beckham.
Oh,
so she was all ready
footballers.
for that.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
she was like, she did a, fucking Instagram poll, and so they her
That's
her
hilarious.
peeps decided what we were gonna do. So
Have you seen the video of the actor that plays Roy Kent?
yeah, he
doing
talks
the
about
Muppets.
I haven't
He-
seen that one.
Google him. It's hilarious because he's a huge Muppet fan. And he does like the whole Muppet Christmas Carol or something in like a 6-minute thing on the stage. It's like
Okay.
it's so weird seeing him do because he's such a pissed off character on Ted Lasso,
Right.
which is so great.
And you
He's
know
the
he was
best.
like the writer. He was a
Yeah,
writer.
he was a
and
writer.
He was writing. He kept saying, I think I'm Roy Kent.
I heard he was a writer. I didn't hear how he got the job,
Yeah,
but he kept
writing,
saying like
kept
he was
writing.
like,
said,
I could do this.
I can do this, and that's where it is.
Hey,
Dude.
Troy,
He's got to
you,
learn to walk around and say "fuck yeah, fuck's sake."
Yeah.
Fuck's
Oi.
sake is one of
Oi.
the greatest things ever said. The first time I ever heard that term, it was like a 6-year-old, I went to a hurling match in Ireland, and I was all like up in the stadium in Dublin.
Wait, like hurling like with the stick and a ball
Yes.
or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not like lacrosse, but like
No, actual
Hurling.
Gaelic hurling.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so I had met these people, and one of them, I was just sitting at a bar. I'm
You're
sitting there.
6 sitting at a bar?
It's Ireland.
It's commonplace.
Your parents aren't Irish.
What am I going to do? Go to school? I'm 6. I'm in Ireland. No, so I'm in college, and I'm sitting at this
He's
bar,
backpacking through Europe at 6.
smoking cigarettes, drinking Guinness.
some
They don't call them cigarettes.
Yeah.
They call oh yeah, there they go. I know they call them.
You almost got me. Almost got me.
Cigarillos or something? I don't know. I've never been over there.
Something like that. But
It's only 4 letters.
I met this
Jack.
couple sitting at a bar, and it turns out that the woman, her father, was the head of tourism in America for Ireland, like literally the guy, and so they had all the connections like everywhere. And I'm chatting these people up, and we're hitting it off, and they're like, "You want to go to a hurling match tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Absolutely," because like for the 2 weeks leading up to that, I had just discovered hurling, and it's amazing.
And then you threw yourself into it 100% because you are Irish.
For like a month,
Yeah,
there was
yeah,
no
I
doubt.
know you.
Like I was literally following everything. But so
He comes back home. He's petitioning the school board.
Oh, I can hear him
Right,
using all the terminology from watching like 4 matches.
yeah. Well, the terminology I learned
Yeah.
when I go to the stadium and we're sitting there, and there's this like 6-year-old behind me, and something had happened, like it was a bullshit call, and the kid's
Well,
like,
tell me the exact play guy.
I don't remember the.
Oh,
exact
you're a hurling guy. He
I
had to
remember
do
the-
the thing with the thing, and then this happened. Come on now.
Yeah, I just know
Oh,
it was
boo.
like Tipperary and Clare, and all of a sudden the kid's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And
Yeah.
I'm like, turn around, I'm looking at him. He's like, "Did you fucking say why this fucking bullshit?" I'm like, "Fuck's sake, that's brilliant."
It's brilliant.
Like I've never heard "fuck's sake."
Yeah.
I want to start using that, and it's like, it's more like European than saying cheers.
Yeah.
Like fuck's sake, you don't hear anywhere else in the world. Now Americans, we've
We
all kind of
bastardize it.
we've all taken
Yeah.
kind of cheers, but we don't say for fuck's sake.
We don't say it like they say it.
No, they say it with such vim and
Yeah.
vigor. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really good. And when you hear it from a 6-year-old, it's damn near angelic.
And I'm sure like in an Irish accent too that has,
Oh, yeah.
has
Oh.
a little different like
Thick. And he's
growl.
got
to
that
it, right?
raspiness
Yeah,
from
right.
whiskey for 3 years now.
Sure.
Well, it's like when they say "oi" in Ted Lasso. They do it like with. It's
Oi.
like there's so many emotions they
yes.
can.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't we have that in our lexicon? Like that's a great word.
I think the closest thing is how many different variations of the word "dude" and how you use it
Or
here.
fucking bruh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
you
you can
know how many
use-
employees who call me bruh? It's like, bruh, I got this. I'm like,
Is that good or
Bruh?
bad?
oh man, they call me. Oh, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, take a step back.
I always
Not
think
sure.
of the cinema masterpiece Airborne about rollerblading. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
Do you remember Jack Black was in it?
thought I was having a
And
stroke.
it's about the California kid who comes to Cincinnati, and he's like a surfer and a rollerblader and a
Oh,
skater.
yeah.
And the
and
Cincinnati
he's
kids
hated
are
on
like, yeah,
for
they're
being
like,
a surfer.
they're like, whatever. And he's like messing with the popular guy. He's like, chill out, brah. And then Jack Black's character's like, did he just call you a piece of woman's undergarment?
Hey, cute. We should grab a deli.
What's the deli?
I got one under there.
We have one?
I do.
Uh-oh.
Is
It-
it cherry wheat?
Oh God. Are you gonna do that to me? 'Cause I did buy a deli, but
While he's doing that, can
if we
talk
have to
about
go
hurling?
cherry wheat, we can go cherry
we-
wheat.
Oh.
Adam gave us the cherry wheat, but we don't have to do it tonight.
Oh
Since
no, we'll drink it. All right, after this, we'll have a cherry wheat to cleanse our palate.
What was that, Ray? You want to say?
I was gonna do a filler. I wanted to ask you about the hurling, because in it,
Yes.
these players, they're not paid, right?
That's correct. They're
And-
amateurs, and they're literally from their
They're-
county.
right, right,
And
and they're
so-
like celebrities or something. Correct?
Yeah, so you can't you can't get traded. You know what I mean? Like if you're from County Clare, you
That's
play for County
County
Clare, and you play for the love of county, basically.
Gotcha.
And everybody, you only play in one stadium. And
Sounds
that's
like
in Dublin.
sounds like Little League.
It is, but here's the difference.
Where you need to show up with a with a bill from your electric company.
But if you become like a star,
what if you move
in hurling? Well, it's where you're born, I guess. I don't know. You don't go very far in Ireland.
I guess not. Yeah,
and so,
there's water over there, so I'm just gonna stay here.
But so you end up, you come back to town, and like all your drinks are paid for, food is paid for, and when you're done playing, if you need a job, they're like, absolutely, you'd be a great accountant at our firm. You've got all the skills.
Right.
Crooked nose, cauliflower ears.
Brain trauma.
Yeah, sold. Come on in, sir. You can invest my money.
Keep our books.
Your
It's gonna be
financial
great,
advisor.
yeah.
Like whatever it is you need to be, but they take care of you. So this is a beer I'd never heard of. It's Mustang Sally Brewing Company. This is out of Northern Virginia in Chantilly. And this one's called the Potomac Pills. And what I liked about it,
I see what they did there.
It's a dry hopped.
Not Potomac Mills, but Potomac
Pills.
Pills.
This is where my very first store was.
Wow.
Potomac
Potomac
Mills.
Mills.
Oh, yeah?
That's where you cut your old
Let's
teeth,
cut my
huh?
teeth.
There you go. But
It's
so
a
this is a dry
dry
hopped
hop.
Pilsner.
What the hell was that?
Something dropped.
Something fell.
Well,
Expected more.
What do we know about this? What's it say?
Literally
So I have
5.2 or 5.3% alcohol.
it just says on their website, a contemporary dry hop Pilsner, pale and refreshing with a crisp and dry
Were
finish.
you up in Nova when you got this?
Dude, my luckies over here literally gets
they
no beers, man. Like I walked in there, I was like, Chantilly?
How do
A
you
brewery
get a
I've never
microbrew
heard
out
of?
of Chantilly, Virginia?
I don't know, but it feels very worldly for our small
It's
world.
the only place I think that does not involve a distributor. Like they're just driving around the state picking up beers and putting them in their coolers. And
I don't know
selling them.
what's going on there. I'm not kidding. I find beers in there
Yeah.
that I'm like, I've never heard of that. And so I wanted to try something different. The Potomac Pills. The thought of a dry hopped Pilsner got me excited because it should have like that hoppy nose and then, but still have a lot of Pilsner flavor.
5.5.
Oh, 5.5.
Can you see the color palette on here, Brendan?
I don't know,
What do
blue
you
and
see?
yellow?
It's blue and yellow. Good job. He's learning his colors.
Got my little bracelet is blue and yellow there.
It's got a cool color palette on it.
So
for
blue
sure.
and yellow's always been my favorite, like two colors together
Yeah.
because of the Blue Angels when I was a kid.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
So I always loved that color.
Blue and
guy.
orange goes well together too.
Does it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
go Bears.
Yeah,
Cool. See what you did there.
I wouldn't.
We're not drinking Malort today.
Oh yeah, we
no.
Oh, we are not drinking that.
Oh, you want a Malort?
No.
You want Malort?
No.
Say no more, my
Oh
friend.
God, no.
I think there's one shot left in the bottle. I'm not
Don't
sure.
worry.
No.
I know where there's more bottles.
Chicago.
So I got on. It was funny because I got on TikTok because my kids started sending me fucking TikTok. So you have to get on it. And then one of the first things that pops up on my For You page was a TikTok about Malort.
Oh
I sent it to
really?
Troy.
Yeah.
I was like, that was bad.
Oh, did you? So you had one last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yes.
I'm willing to allow you to go.
have more.
Never.
Is that where you're going?
Sure. No, I'm
Okay.
just saying I don't feel like I can force it on
No,
you.
no. Yeah. All right. So can we talk about the scoring system here because
Yeah, you don't like it?
no, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I just want to know.
That's what I heard.
I want to know how I'm supposed to score it because I know this is.
Half points.
Does Ellie like it, or does everyone like
Oh
it
my
now?
gosh!
Yeah,
right?
now.
Can we call it "Does Ellie like
Yeah.
that?"
That's hilarious.
instead of Ely?
Instead of
sorry,
Ely.
sorry, yeah.
No.
No,
It is
Ellie.
far better this way.
Ellie, yeah.
When he was in boot camp,
Oh,
his
Eli.
his
Oh, yeah.
I called him Eli.
No, but
Well-
yeah. So it's 1 to 5, 5 being the best. You can go in half increments, and if it nets out anywhere over a 3.5, we'll officially give it a deli.
okay.
But it doesn't happen very often.
Not tonight.
Oh, a little teaser there, huh?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, this could. There's 4 of us here, and my score is not going to be atrocious. Not going to be super high. Keep everybody in suspense. Could be a 5.
Oh, by the way, we had a listener to reach out about our ranking, wanting to know our beers, and I know the Abacus is working on getting a top 10 beers from last year and the year before
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we can put it out because obviously we do one of these every week, and people want to know, like, what's your favorite beer? And they ask me, and I have no idea because I don't remember what I drank last week. So thankfully, the Advocate tracks all these things, and he's going to put a list together.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I do want to try. I don't know. A couple weeks ago, you guys did a Guinness. You got that.
Which one? The bourbon.
The bourbon one, yeah.
There's one in there.
I like to
Nice.
Oh,
yeah, you can have it. As far as bourbon beers go, well done.
Yeah,
well
very
done.
good.
I wouldn't say that it's a phenomenal beer. I probably already covered this.
On to the next one.
Now that I think about it,
Right.
I probably gave this exact speech. Stu, do you want to give us a jump-off point on this?
Let me take one more sip.
All right, I will pad for you. See, this is padding, Stu.
Professional over here.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
I actually like this beer.
Okay.
And
okay.
right off the bat, I like the simple old school 80s 3D kind of graphics that they got on here.
Kind of Star Wars looking.
I was going to say Tron. It's like
Tron,
a low
yeah,
budget.
80s. Yeah, I mean,
Almost a Flash Gordon. Like, I don't even want to give it. I want to give its budget a little lower.
That's supposed to be an M, but it's an. I mean, it looks like an N, but it's an M.
Yeah.
Which is kind of confusing.
And the S is just a flipped over Z. But
yeah, backwards Z.
But go ahead.
So yeah, I like this.
Wanna...
So there, it's
Whoa.
right off the bat. Looks
Whoa,
good
dude.
there.
Whoa. I will fight you to the death.
What's going on?
I heard that. I know I have hearing issues, but I heard that. Cut deep.
Kick his ass, Seabass!
Yeah. For pills, I'm digging the fact that it doesn't. It's not lingering with the hops in there. It's not too many.
Yeah.
But there's a lack of. I like the cool, crisp. It's refreshing, but I like the. It doesn't have much of a flavor. I guess I'm looking for. I'd like to have a little bit more of a flavor to it. It goes down smooth, but I'd like more flavor. But I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Because it's just middle of the road for me. I like it, but there's nothing special except the label.
Yeah, that's fair. Ray, I'm gonna let you go last.
All right.
We'll let you bring up the rear on this one.
I'll go next.
This beer will be finished by then.
Nice.
That's fine. Oh, because it's easy drinking.
It is. Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
I agree with a lot of what Stu said. But I do think this beer has good flavor. For me, it's got a lot going on, but I feel like the hops and the pills work together and cuts well, and I think this is I'll go 3.5. I like this beer. I'd buy this beer again. That's a good beer.
Okay. When I drink this beer, all I taste are lies.
Lies? Oh, because
They said it's dry hopped.
yeah.
So I expected a dry hopped Pilsner. So what I was looking for was
You don't get a lot of dry hop pilsner. It's
I
kind of-
know.
but it's
so I was like excited,
Yeah.
you know, and I wanted it to smell hoppy, but not really taste hoppy, but like have a hint. You know what I'm saying? Because a dry hop should just disappear in my mouth. It should be there for a second and move on, like a pleasant fart. Like it's a pleasant fart. You go, what was that? And it's gone.
yeah.
That's a pleasant time. If it sticks around for any more than 2 seconds, you're like, seriously, leave.
Yeah.
That just happened. That just happened 3 minutes ago.
I'm done with
It was a very pleasant fart.
I'm done with you now. Please move along.
Yeah, dry hopping should be like a pleasant fart.
Nothing
It should
to-
exist and then
You
go
should
away.
hear it, you should giggle, and you should be moving on.
Exactly.
Nothing to see here.
And that is, I believe, what dry hop is trying to accomplish.
Well, that's what all the dry hops say on the bag.
Yeah, like a pleasant fart. Like in the wind.
Yeah, fart in the wind.
You
Yeah.
know? So I didn't even get my pleasant fart. Like I don't get any hops. And so that bums me out. As far as a Pilsner goes.
Well, I'm not a hop head, so therefore,
I was
for
just
me, it's
hoping for
great.
like I said, that whiff and then move on. But I'm not even getting that. What I have is a pretty traditional standard Pilsner.
But sometimes pilsners have that weird,
that metallic
almost.
almost.
I feel like the hop kind of works with that.
So that's what's weird about this. This has the metallic, but it doesn't last.
No.
It's dancing on the line of metallic.
Yeah.
And I'll give it that. But at the same time, I'm so disappointed in the lack of hops that I'm taking it down a peg. It's a 2.5 for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we got a 2.5, 3, 3.5.
So we're literally sitting at 3. So if
Yeah.
it gets a 4 over here, it could still ride
Yeah.
out.
Well, it's. I don't think it's a 4. I enjoy this beer. It's almost done. I would agree.
Oh, it's extremely drinkable.
It's very, very drinkable.
Oh,
No, I didn't say
it? Say it.
I'm not going to say it.
It's not.
I'm not saying it.
Okay. If you say it's not, I won't say it. Crushable.
Oh, it's crushable. By definition. Oh, I said it.
Like I could put like one of these in my back pocket and have one in the other while I'm mowing the grass. You know, like you could
definitely
like,
refreshing,
it's definitely
easy
refreshing,
drinking.
easy drinking. This is definitely a summer beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like for the summer.
Hot temperatures, hot weather.
I like it. It's a 3.5 to me. I think it's, but I agree. There's no hop. You like you wanted something with it, but there's not. And I think that's probably what you're tasting is or not tasting.
Yeah. It's kind of like.
I wonder if Troy's right though that the hop that is in it is cutting the metallic nonsense and allowing it to be subtle. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, but then to your point, and this is what we get at with all the undercut hop, all the IPAs. It's like if you want an IPA, you want an IPA. So if you want a dry hopped, beer, you're gonna be disappointed. And if you want a Pilsner, you're gonna be disappointed.
If they told me this was a Pilsner, it'd be a 3, potentially 3.5. But they lied to me. I hate being lied to.
What's this cost?
There's no telling.
Yeah, there's no telling at the Lucky Mark.
It's $2 more than it should be.
Okay.
Do you know what Brendan's talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
Over there in Salisbury, where that
it's probably like $12.99 for 6 packs.
Everything's inflated.
It's a BP gas station called Lucky's.
And it has like the little handmade, old school sticker on it that he could have been off. I mean, who knows?
Right.
Like,
yeah, they don't skew check that thing.
Yeah,
there's
no
like
scanning it.
He's dropping his glasses down, going, "Oh, that's what I charged."
That's what you need, Brendan. You need one of those old school price markers where you can just put $4.99 on and go. And just,
because I'm in there all the time.
Hold on.
I can help you with
Ray,
that.
side I was about to say.
When we shut this down, I need to talk to you about something totally different.
Totally unrelated. Ray, we need to hang out. Got a big plan.
Where'd you get that price sticker thing? Harry Ghouls.
Yes.
All these 6-packs are $2.99. Weird. I'll take all of them.
Guess I'll take them.
They must be out of date or something.
Does not seem correct, sir.
Yeah.
Look, man, you're the one who put...
Hey, you put these on here.
Yeah.
Why would I make
Shut
that
that place
it's
down
better
in
than
1 week.
It's better than shoving beer cans into a Coke case and checking out with a Coke case.
Have you ever done that?
Back in high school, yeah. Take a case of beer and a case of Coke, go in the bathroom, switch them out.
How does that happen? I've never done that.
Hold on, you switch them, so you put the beers in the Coke case and the
So
Coke.
then
Did you
some
put the Coke in
asshole-
the beer case?
Yes.
Because that is a devastating
Yeah.
situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get that you're happy.
Right.
Yeah. But you
when-
ruined someone
But
else's
I
day.
show
guy
up at
that's
the party and
21,
go, boom.
But the guy that's 21 and can buy the beer and picks it up and realizes it on his first one can walk back in there and exchange it for him.
No, because
First off,
store
you're not
rule.
walking back into the store because you're at the party. Second off, when you're 21, you're buying the Natural Light, so it's not like you have extra money to go back and buy more Natural Light. That was your last $7.99.
as a common courtesy, you got to find the most expensive case of beer. Swap them in there because that person can afford
Or like
to go fix it.
Rolling Rocks because nobody buys it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Or just swap them and leave the other one empty and walk away.
Hey, Troy, can I get that other beer you brought?
Oh, the cherry wheat. We're going to do it?
Oh, I don't know. It's some Sam Adams.
you
in
want
there?
other pills?
No. This is important.
Oh,
A listener. Are these cold?
I think so. They've been in since I got here at 8 o'clock.
Were they cold when you brought them over?
They were in the back of my car for a couple hours, but I think they were cold before that.
Sweet Jesus is going from bad to worse.
were they room temperature to begin with though? And then you
They
just put 'em
weren't.
in the
It hadn't been hot lately, so they shouldn't be hot.
So, anyone gonna have one of these with me?
I'll have one.
I'll drink one.
Yeah, I want to. So 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, I don't know how this math goes down.
I might take a cup and get a taste of it.
We had discussed that cherry wheat's the worst beer in the world.
Yes.
I think you said it.
Yeah, well,
You were the only one.
I live in
shit.
I live in my world.
Whatever. Go ahead. Sorry.
We need a bottle opener apparently for this turd. I mean, this is ridiculous. How can we need a bottle opener for such an atrocious beer? Well, hold on.
It's high end.
We are going to not prejudge. I'm going to drink this beer, and I'm not going to comment on it until.
Our listener Adam got us these beers.
Which, thank you to our listeners. They like nothing more than when we say that sucks. They're like, hoo, I know where to get that. And
so he got us a 6-pack, and then he and his wife had
this
one
smells bad.
because they had to play along.
Medicine-y.
So he
smell.
did. Oh, it smells like cough syrup.
Yeah, it smells bad.
Man, are we gonna candy flip later?
What was Adam's opinion?
Oh, but surprisingly, I don't. The smell's worse than the. I don't know.
Bro, I'm gonna
Stu will like this beer.
I'm gonna change my Invisalign tonight because they've been stained.
Stu's gonna like this beer because it's sweet.
Oh yeah, Stu's gonna love this. Like getting a kick in the nuts.
Are we?
Dude.
Should we deli it, or are we just gonna drink it?
Well, I guess. Yeah, go. Yes, but.
Now it's
Yeah,
not. It's
I'd
not.
love to deli that.
It's not as cold as I would like it to be.
I'm
No.
already getting the burps.
But I do have to say
What did Adam say? What was his opinion?
he did not like it. He and his
Shocker.
wife did not like it.
That's
Neither one of them.
weird because it's a Sam Adams. Oh God, I'm trying to talk and my mouth's filling up with spit.
So I'll go first.
Oh, please do.
I love
What?
cherry flavor. Like I love.
Okay, Ray was nice enough to give us
Yes.
fantastic maraschino cherries
Yes.
before this. Now this actually says right on it, made with maraschino cherries.
Yeah, but Ray had the like super dope high end ones.
But-
Obviously, this isn't.
Oh
made
no,
with that.
I'm sorry, it wasn't maraschino.
Yeah,
it's
these are
Michigan cherries. Boy,
Oh, this
The
is
special ingredients per the website is Michigan cherries and honey.
5.3, by the way, if you're counting at home. Actually, some of that cherry juice in here would be amazing. But anyway, I don't think this beer is that bad.
okay,
But
okay.
it is sicky sweet, and I would vomit pure redness after 2 of them. It's like it's really over the top sweet. But I don't mind the taste of this. It doesn't taste wheat at all. It just tastes medicine cherry, artificial medicine cherry.
You don't taste any wheat at all because that's why I taste wheat and artificial.
I just
It's
taste
like it's-
artificial cherry
Yeah.
flavor and medicine.
This should be
I have
the
3
standard
beers
chaser
right
from
here right
Malort.
now. Oh, would this beat
That would be
Malort?
fun.
No, think about that. Now, like, there is a flavor in here that is very Malort-ish
Yeah.
on the back end.
So now do we have to have a shot of Malort and then see
No.
if cherry wheat will
No,
clean it out?
dude, no.
You're the one that brought it up.
I'm just saying it has similar characteristics. Keep in mind, I love it.
Oh.
It's 175 calories.
American wheat ale brew with Michigan
That adds
cherries.
up. It's worth it.
Dude, you don't want to look the caloric of any beer up. I mean, it's
Yeah,
all
no.
All right,
garbage.
so Troy, what are you giving this?
I can't give it anything over 2.5 because it's not above average for sure. So
Do you think a girl would drink this?
I don't know if she was in a
Maybe.
coma.
I think you have to pour it into the feet tube.
Like, I don't see how any woman in her right
right,
mind
would
would
drink it,
would
right.
raise it to her lips. No.
I mean, I don't know.
I think
know
the,
what?
This is
I think
terrible.
the I think the marketing is bad too on it. Like this label is 100% red. Like if they'd done like
Again, has a grown man on it. Sam Adams.
This is a Sam Adams beer. You would expect more from it.
I expect nothing from Sam Adams.
Sam Adams ain't even
Oh.
from Michigan. Like, why are they using Michigan cherries?
right.
You know what I mean?
You know, cherries
They're
in
like,
Boston.
where can we find the best deal on cherries?
But I actually think they have a cranberry wheat that is outstanding.
Really?
I think when they tested it, that the Detroit cherry didn't sell as well.
Right.
So they just changed it to Michigan.
Detroit cherry.
Yeah. 'Cause these
Michigan.
literally found in abandoned homes, just growing on the wall.
But I think they have a cranberry beer.
I can't give this more.
They
than
do
a
have a
2.
cranberry beer that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
Yeah, this is definitely.
I don't like any Sam
It's
Adams
fake.
beer.
No, I love.
The cranberry lambic.
Yeah, and that's actually a pretty good beer.
You don't love Sam Adams beer.
Sam 76, which is now called Wicked Easy. Why they
Not
changed
that
it,
good.
is probably my absolute favorite crushable beer.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is because it has just a little bit of hops. It has a lot of lager behind it. It's a fantastic beer.
You're nostalgic.
What nostalgia? It's been out for 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. This yeah.
Apparently.
The Chanticleers are doing great.
I have moved on from this beer to looking at this.
Yeah,
football
that's
game.
how bad
This
it
is
is. And there's a pro game on, and you're focused on the college game. Is how bad this
I give
beer
this a 2. This is not a good beer.
a 2.
Yeah.
A 2. Stu.
Yeah.
I'm going to say one thing though. I think the temperature that it's not as cold as it should
It's
be.
not as cold as it should be.
Is making the bad flavors come out even more.
It's not helping.
It's not helping.
Yeah, it's not helping. Yeah, the marketing is stupid, simple, not really great. But yeah, I'm along with the 2 because I wouldn't drink more than that.
Yeah. Good call.
This thing,
You're acting like it's the worst thing you've ever
because
had.
it literally is making, and it may be because I was so sick that night when I drank it, so I may be having some like aftershock.
There's always
But
that.
I am actually, when I drink it, my stomach gets upset.
Your body is
it's
reacting
revolting.
negative.
My mouth is salivating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a good reaction. And that could have everything to do with the fact that I got horribly sick on it. But if you take all of my visceral reaction out of it, I'm going to take a sip and I'm going to just tell you what I taste. Okay. Robitussin. Boom.
Yes.
Right out the jump. Followed by syrup. Followed by
What's
way too sweet.
What's the cherry hard lozenges?
Ludens.
Ludens. Yes. Got to handle. This is a beer for people who don't want to drink beer.
There's no beer in here. Like, you
No,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, I taste no beer.
No
but
beer.
on the back end, there is a plasticky, Malort-esque aftertaste that hangs in there.
Foot.
It's not that bad.
No.
I hate to say that about a foot. This
tastes 100% fake. This is like
100%
it's synthetic as hell.
This
well,
is
I would
Detroit
describe it
cherries.
as a strong like seltzer.
Yeah, but without any of the redeeming qualities of a seltzer.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you guys are on
And
a,
all
we're
the
on a, like a
calories.
seltzer kick, right? Like
Still
Yeah, I've been
like
drinking a
that.
lot of seltzers.
Yeah.
This is
I'm not a seltzer fan, but I think this tastes like a seltzer. Like
This is a.
You do CrossFit. You should definitely be doing seltzer thing.
No, fuck no. That's the reason why I do CrossFit, so I can eat and drink whatever the hell I want.
Which that is the
Correct.
number one reason to do it.
Yeah.
I
give you
mean,
that.
like,
Correct.
This is a.
I'm not gonna diet.
This
you don't
is
drink
a-
a lot of beer.
I do drink a well,
You're a bourbon guy,
I'm a
so I
bourbon
mean,
guy.
if you drink bourbon neat, that's pretty
right. But the
Pretty
beers
good.
I drink are
high
porter,
octane.
stout.
Yeah.
I do like a Hefeweizen.
That's a
Dunkel.
great beer.
Oh.
This is a 1.5.
1.5. Okay.
Yeah,
1.5.
It's
We knew this beer sucked.
Yeah.
Like that was never.
But I love that the listeners, because it wasn't just one listener.
Yeah.
No, one took the time to bring it to us.
Yeah.
I respect that.
He hates
Right.
us, obviously.
I thank
Here,
him.
guys, enjoy.
But it seems like every time something's gross, they go out of their way to find it. I mean, I can count on one
I
hand
hate
how many
money.
times, like,
You know what? I hate money. Why? We don't need any money. Why would? Please, listeners, do not send it to us. 'Cause
can I give a
give us
shout
a-
out on my birthday, which was one day after Troy's. Happy birthday, Troy.
dude? listening back to those two were the worst because you and I knew it was our birthdays, and then the Abacus was like, "Yeah, my birthday's around this time too," and we're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "When is it?" And he's like, "Your birthday's this day, Brendan's, and then it's mine." We're like back to back to back, and I was like,
Well, that's what I was going to say next. Happy birthday, Abacus, but then you cut
Right.
me off.
"Oh, go ahead."
That's not what I was saying.
But the Abacus and I had the exact same birthday. The exact same birthday.
That's crazy.
We're not the exact same age, if you can believe it.
Well, he's older.
Of course.
That's why he's no good
So
with
he's got
numbers
that long
anymore.
hair.
His
Yeah.
hairstyle.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a shout out. My mother-in-law sent us a substantial Venmo
she's awesome.
for my birth as a birthday present to me, and I'm honestly I couldn't ask for a better birthday present because what else are you
Yeah.
gonna give me? But
Yeah.
but this costs a ton of money. So like it was really good. Like that bought me a little bit of time with this thing that we do. So shout out
My
to
dad
my
sent me a
mother-in-law.
$30 check. I should have just given it to ITPH.
That would have been sweet.
I spent it.
I spent her donation today. It's actually not even in my account. So hey, Troy, transfer that over if you can.
I'm just kidding.
But this beer's a 1.5. Ray, what do you think?
I don't think it's a 1.5, maybe a 2. It's definitely below average.
But there's a segment of the population that would enjoy it.
I think there's
Somebody would like
and
this.
I think what I remember, because I think I originally had this a couple years ago and enjoyed it because it was sweet.
Yeah.
You know,
It was
you could
when
drink
microbrews
beer.
came out,
Yeah,
you're
microbrew,
like,
right?
yeah.
But so I think a two.
Oh,
not a
Brendan
1.5.
used to love this shit. He loved it so much he drank. He got ham boned off of it, puked his guts out. Now he hates it. So I mean,
Wait, is this the sorority sister story?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the beer.
Yeah.
And it's still.
I don't know. I don't want to
And
do
he
that.
hadn't
I don't
liked sorority
I'm
girls
not sure
since
I can
either.
drink any more of this.
Yeah, I swore them both off. Women and cherry
Women
women.
and cherry wheat.
So I
Wretch.
just jogged my memory. Sam Adams is putting out that 28% proof or 28% beer that's $240.
If
Yeah.
he's not on an episode, he doesn't listen.
Mm.
That's what I just learned. Go ahead, continue. I want to hear what you have to say.
Are you gonna? Have you bought it
I had a
yet?
thought. Shit. Coming from
you messed his thought up.
coming from the same company though, that's where I'm going with. How do they do that and do this in the same role?
Because
yes,
they're
that's
marketing.
ridiculous.
They're marketing geniuses. Sam Adams makes shit beer, but they're good at marketing. That's what they do. Like that whole your cousin from Boston.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's
like
fantastic.
I hate your beer, but I almost want to buy it because it's fucking
It's so
amazing.
funny. It's so funny you say that because I was driving down the road today and there was a car in front of me. The bumper sticker on it said, "Please, bitch, I'm from Massachusetts." It's like,
Yeah, they're called
whatever.
massholes. They're everywhere. You know.
uh-oh, we're getting a cleanser for Brendan.
Uh-oh.
All right, so
What are we doing
we're gonna,
here?
We're gonna
These
do
rents-
something really good.
Uh,
I mean,
As we are,
might as well, right?
What are we doing here?
We're gonna do some bourbon.
Bourbon.
This is
we
this
bourbon
is just
tasting now?
becoming this is just
This
become a
is the-
tasting episode.
This is
are we
the-
pulling out money just to pull out money?
No, I'm doing something
what
crazy.
is
over
that?
here.
I was like, I got
some
some
cash, but what are we doing here? Brendan just cleaned his mug with some
Clear
beer
now.
and then dropped it on the floor.
Oh, I gotta
All right,
clean
so-
my
so
mug.
pour
then.
some
Hold
in.
on.
So what am I holding here? I've never seen this bourbon.
Uh-oh.
So it's Bardstown,
Whoa, this
Where's
even
Bardstown
the
coming
toppers,
right?
like-
The topper. So
the topper's
Bardstown's
like
from
s-
Bardstown, Kentucky.
from? Okay.
It is a bourbon that you can get, but you got to special order it
How'd you come across it the first time?
through.
He's thinking.
So I belong to a couple bourbon groups, and so
Okay.
we had the guy come through who's the Bardstown rep,
Oh, okay.
and we're trying to get Bardstown in the ABC stores. Virginia is really strict on what you can and cannot have, and this bourbon, it's a Series 4, and currently it retails for $130, $140
A bottle?
a bottle. However, secondary market, it's going for $250 now. Secondary market,
How much was it on the retail? I'm sorry. I
$140.
Boy.
Did you pick it up retail?
Yeah,
Or did you go second market?
I could pick it up retail.
Damn.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's good.
It's,
All right, hang on. Let me get a cup.
It's got a lot of vanilla going on in here that I dig. There's and so the first sip I had was neat. I didn't let it hit the ice very long. It's phenomenal. It's really smooth.
It's really
This-
good, right?
It's really smooth.
This
And
is-
but to
and-
me, it's it's very vanilla.
Yeah, it's got a great finish. I don't drink mine. I don't put it over rocks. I drink mine neat.
You're a grown up.
Right. So.
Well, your palate is.
Well, I
that's
think
why
it's-
that's
oh,
why
look at
Look
I
at
took
that.
a sip
Look at the
quick
whole big circle ice cube.
because I wanted
That's awesome.
to know. I wanted to know kind of
ball
what,
ice
what it
cube.
was. But man, that is really. It's mellow.
It's an easy drinking bourbon.
Yeah.
Which one is this?
This is the Discovery Series 4.
Nice.
Barton.
So I can't get this.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably not. I mean,
This is the equivalent of buying a 16-year-old a hooker. Well, you're not going to get any more of that
But
for
wouldn't
years.
wouldn't you say that people who are trying to discover bourbons, it's easier for them to do it over ice to get into it
Oh,
versus
absolutely.
starting neat? Because neat's
Yes.
a tough way to go.
neat
So
is
now
a
it's
very
starting
tough-
to get more caramelly. This is
What's funny
So
to
it
me
opens up with the ice.
Yeah.
What's funny to me, I've had bourbon professionals tell me neat. I've had other ones say over ice is sometimes better because it opens it up. I've had people tell me it's what you like, which that's where I
right. So there's some bourbon snobs out there, like
they'll be furious when you put it over
So I
ice.
have a really good friend of mine who is a proof snob. He'll only drink it neat, and if it's only 100, 120 proof or higher.
I'm the absolute opposite on that. I don't want it to
85,
be 85,
90.
I want it to be sub 100 for sure.
Sure.
80 to 90 is like the promised land for me.
Especially neat. Like if you're gonna go over 100, like cut it with either a few drops of water or one ice cube. Like I'm not saying, mix the whole drink in it.
I do want you guys to try the Smoke Wagon because the uncut, unfiltered Smoke Wagon is unbelievable. Listen,
I gotta work tomorrow.
No, you
gotta
don't.
walk out upright.
You can work in your PJs. I know the deal.
I gotta literally wake up in the morning early and deal with a brisket. Before work.
Brendan's office desk is probably
it's the closest desk to a bed I've
14
ever
feet
seen.
from where he sleeps.
Right.
Like
It's equidistant to where my toothbrush is.
Yeah.
It's just the other direction to the desk.
Yeah.
Which I do have to go all the way to the
I've slept
toothbrush
there.
before I can go to the desk.
Well,
There's a lot going on.
I have some shit to do in my office tonight, so I'm hoping we get really nice and toasty.
Yeah, you're talking to Ray in the
Spirit
busiest
Halloween,
season
right?
of
I mean,
this is like
Ray's getting one
like
break
that?
for the entire next.
I do.
this
do
is
like
good.
Yeah,
This is really good.
right. So they have another series. It's called the Fusion
Can't feel
series.
my face, but it's
Bardstown's this brand new distillery.
Where is this located?
Bardstown, Kentucky.
Well, that adds up.
Huh.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's on the Bourbon Trail. It's a private distillery. It's their
Now,
it's
is
their
this
juice.
is this so expensive because it's not under one of the umbrellas
Yeah,
of one
and
of the
it's
big
new,
three?
and they're trying to.
Dude, you poured so much in here.
Oh, that's why I poured
Stop.
my own. See?
Dude,
That's-
look in
Well,
here.
I'll drink.
No,
some.
the ice
I'll-
cube takes the big ball takes up a lot of space.
I'll drink some of that, Troy.
That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
Never mind. Troy's gonna be done.
No.
It's
It's
two shots.
a very good. It's
like
a
it.
very good bourbon. I just question if it should be $140 a bottle, and I don't mean that
It's fine.
in a bad way.
Absolutely.
I mean like
It's a small distillery, so you got to pay for it.
Like here in Richmond, we have Reservoir.
Not worth it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is exactly. I go into Reservoir and people are like, "Dude, we've got it. We have a distillery here in town that's doing it."
Nope.
And I try it and go, "Nope.
Sorry.
I think I'm good." I've had multiple
So
bourbons
now
that are
you
better.
decide not to be a homer.
I have
Every
never,
other place you've
but
ever
not
been
for
in, you're a
Reservoir.
homer.
Not for
I know,
Reservoir.
that's what I'm
though.
saying.
Because for day one, like the first time I had it, I go, "Oh, it's a little. It burns. It's like, it's
it-
not that
it-
great."
It's okay, but it's not great.
Yeah, like this is. I don't even mean to bring this into the conversation of Reservoir,
Sure.
but I'm saying it's an example of sometimes the cost doesn't necessarily equate.
Correct.
And
There's
Reservoir
not a
is
direct
far
correlation
overpriced.
between price and quality for my
Right.
palate. Like
Yes.
because
And I think
I've
that
had some great cheap bourbons and mid grade and top tier, and I've had you
Like,
could
that's
flip
a-
it on its
That's a fantastic bourbon.
So
Yeah.
we have a distillery in Powhatan called Three Crosses.
Yep.
yeah.
Absolutely, it's some good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Right, and it's inexpensive. They're not
Yeah.
going to charge you an arm and a leg, and it's a woman distiller.
And it's
like the
I
sound
went
of
to
this.
and
high
they
school with.
it
Okay, so the guys at Three Crosses, or the woman and their family, great place.
Yeah.
That's where I would go.
This has a sweetness to it that I don't expect. Now that the ice is starting to set in a little.
Yeah.
So it started as vanilla, then a little ice came in and went caramel, and now that I've had a little, the ice is setting a little more. I'm still getting both of those, but there is a distinct sweetness that I always appreciate in a bourbon, almost like a weeded, but I'm guessing this is not.
Nah, I mean, it has to be like a certain percentage, but not wheat.
But you know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
weeded bourbons.
there's definitely corn. Like Old Elk is a weeded bourbon. You know.
This is pretty tasty.
this is delicious.
He's already pouring the second one.
That's how you know. To me, that's how you know it's a
It's-
quality drink. Is can you drink it either neat or over ice, and does it send that shiver down your spine? Like, and if you could just
In a
drink
good
it,
and a bad way.
see,
That kind of cuts both ways.
I never have good shivers. Like
Right.
if it makes me shiver, it's not agreeing with me.
Okay, so while we have this out, right? Like, so I've just poured enough that we can all share.
Okay, what is this?
This is the smoke wagon, but it's neat. All right, so we're gonna take a little taste.
Okay, am I supposed to?
May of this year.
Oh, this is the this is the stuff out of Vegas.
Yeah. This
So
is
what's
stuff
the
out of
deal?
Vegas.
Tell me about the smoke wagon, because it's one
Smell
of my.
that.
I
See,
don't,
to me,
I don't smell a whole lot,
This is $80.
and I mean that in a good way.
Right. So this is like an $80 bottle of bourbon.
Smoke wagon is one of
That's
my
neat.
favorite quotes of.
So now you have how much more flavor? Like how much more of a profile is that?
Is that
right?
better?
That's the jam, right? Under $100.
No, that is better.
Even-
Can I just send this
Oh,
around?
absolutely.
Even
That's
neat?
what I want you to do.
So-
Even neat?
Even
What
neat.
does the uncut, unfiltered have to do with it?
You see how there's not a
Not
lot of
cut
skins to
or
it?
Yeah, it's
filtered.
not cut or filtered. It's just right out of the barrel.
I'm
just
messing
saying,
with-
It's like
I'm
a barrel
just messing
proof.
with
Well, it's barrel proof, so it's a
Hold
higher,
on, what's the proof on that?
I think 56%, so like almost 120. Like
That's
one-
almost. You can feel the burn on your lips.
However, but you
56%.
But on your palate, that's fantastic.
It tastes
and
good,
it's not
but
cut.
So okay,
I
now,
still want
don't-
ice on it.
But
You
I'm
like
not
one.
trying.
I
I'm
like
not-
it. I like my drinks cold.
I'm not trying to crap on the two bourbons, but I prefer that over the Bardstown.
I do too.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. All right, cool.
You're not
I
crazy?
didn't want to insult anything.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
like,
you're good.
I'm like,
There's
you,
so much flavor up
you
front.
paid more for this.
as soon as it
Absolutely.
as soon as it
Absolutely.
as soon as it gets into your mouth, you're like, there's so much more body.
Yeah. So when
yeah,
I
it's
have
definitely smoother.
right, and it's neat.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the flavors change.
Yeah, that's really
It's the jam.
pretty tasty. That's called Smoke Wagon,
Smoke wagon, uncut, unfiltered.
and that is also a.
It's special order only through Virginia ABC. It takes about 6 months to get, sometimes
That's-
longer.
But like, so
Now
can
it
you
all-
order it now and wait 6 months, or do you have to wait? Because I know that
No,
Virginia
order it now.
ABC
So
thing does
you
the
can
whole
go,
like
go to your
you
ABC.
guys
Oh, so
get
it's not a
on-
lottery. I can actually go to
You
the
can-
ABC
yeah,
store and I can
absolutely.
Place
say,
an order.
I
Yep.
go online, I place an order, and it will come in
Correct. Go to your ABC
in less
store.
time than a baby.
huh?
Maybe.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, yeah. Baby, we're gonna do a race. Right.
Now I know what they mean by she's.
You're gonna love it.
You literally roll over and fucking hit send. See who wins.
Yeah. I was gonna say now I know what they mean by she's a smoke wagon.
She's a smoke wagon.
That's ironic.
That's a good one, isn't it?
That's a good one.
So, I really, really like that, but I can get that regular. And what did you say the price point was on that?
80.
Like $80.
Right.
So it's not going to make it to the Bourbon Challenge, unfortunately.
I'll cover the $20 difference.
For all the listeners,
Stu, make that happen.
if you buy a home from Stu,
I
he
came-
will cover
I
it.
just came from a great meeting, possibly.
Hold on, I like this. Stu will cover the $20 difference, and we
Would you give that like whatever your would you rate that pretty well against the others?
I mean, I can tell you, I like the Bardstown a lot.
Right.
Like just drinking, but again, I like it on the rocks, and
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying that because it's mellowed out. It's
But
a
this
lot
is
of
how
fun.
we. This is how
This-
we simple. This is how we
This
taste the other.
neat, I actually prefer
Neat.
than even this on the rocks.
Right.
So this is one of the few bourbons, the Smoke Wagon, that I would like to use a whiskey stone, so
Oh,
it would
yeah.
get cold,
Cold,
but
yeah,
not
yeah.
diluted. That's how good the flavor is in that.
I got another one.
Another what?
another bourbon or a whiskey.
I got
sour?
another bourbon.
No, no one's got time for this shit. What just happened?
No, but I was going to say, but for the Bardstown, because this is the way we drink the bourbon for the challenges, is
Sure.
over the rocks.
Yeah,
this is really good.
now that
this is
it's
coming in.
mellowed out, it's phenomenal. But
this is
that-
just like over the wagon.
that's a
that
different.
you like sit at like a, you're outside, you're having some brisket, you're with your buds.
Dude, I have to.
Can
pull
you
off a
marinate your brisket?
Dope ass bottle
So-
too.
You should marinate
My
brisket in that.
briskets,
Yeah, you would not want to.
my briskets
you would not
fail.
marry that.
Traditionally speaking, when I make a brisket,
You're an awful cook.
no,
What?
I
No.
I am a
You
slow.
told us
cook.
the longest story ever about how you wrecked the fucking brisket on Easter.
That
Oh,
story
yeah.
was literally 24 hours shorter than the actual brisket.
Yeah,
That
because
story
you're
only
not a
took
good
an
cook.
hour.
I'm
No,
picking
no, no.
up.
Slow
Look.
doesn't make bad. It just means you got to wait.
Make
so
your hour-long wings.
So I have
That's
my,
what I want.
I have my parents coming tomorrow, and my mom. I was talking to my mom.
You should have
and-
another bourbon.
And she says,
Why don't we have your dad on here? He's the best.
I understand that, but I don't know. I don't know what they have going on. They're funny, man. They come in town, then they just go home. I have a theory.
Let's do a Saturday morning podcast.
I have a theory that
Saturday morning podcast.
Hold on. I don't think they listen, so I can tell this theory.
Can we bring the dads in? Because mine's in.
I have a theory. I don't think my dad's allowed to do the podcast anymore.
Oh, that checks out. After the story,
because he took the car across the golf course.
No, does Ray know the story? Do you remember the story that his dad told?
No, I mean I'm a listener, but not like probably that deep. Because
So-
I know your dad's like an OG. Like,
Dude,
He's probably season
he came
like
on
2
here.
through 4.
Was it 2?
But
He
now
might have
for
been on
2
season
years.
1. I mean, he came
Okay,
on
sure.
early.
We'll say 1 to 4.
He
right?
told one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
He's told a lot of stories.
Yeah, but the one about the bathroom, that was probably the one that
oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
you
one.
forgot about. That one. What one are you thinking of?
I thought we were going to go down the road of like there's a girl and
The girl from high school, the golf cart.
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And there's a listener that shouldn't be listening.
There's a lot of things. Okay,
I don't remember that one.
There's a lot of things.
That was a really good podcast, don't you think?
Yeah, that's your dad. That's where it all. He's the original.
There's been a lot of things, but I think that on one of the last episodes, my mom thought he was driving home,
Oh.
and he wasn't walking home.
You mean she thought he was driving from here to D.C.
Correct.
You're saying he wasn't walking from the Powell house to your house, which is
To my mother, who
30
was sitting
yards
on the
away.
porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so.
So
he
she got
came
stuck
out,
driving back.
and ever
I
since
remember that,
then,
yeah.
ever since then, he hasn't been allowed to do it.
The last thing you do is apologize for your monkey.
These are words of
true.
wisdom.
Like that literally is something. He told a story about a monkey that he had in college. He literally had a monkey.
oh,
And this monkey on my mom and dad's first date apparently walked over and pissed on her.
I mean, he spent all those hours training. I would hope so.
Yeah, like there are drops in here.
That's that's the whole. He's mine. You stay away.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
mark that territory. But so like apparently my
I've
dad,
seen Friends.
I think
know
my
how it
dad
works.
got a little drunk, and then on the ride home,
You think?
and then on the ride home, apparently he wasn't a lot of fun.
yeah.
Not like aggressive. Sorry, that sounds
Yeah, no,
bad.
no. But,
But
like,
I mean, like he's
pull over. I got a leak. My yak.
yeah.
I
Like
need,
he's
Right.
I need McDonald's right now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're in
he's-
the wrong lane.
He's a hot mess. Yeah.
yeah hammered.
Yeah.
And so she's like,
I love your
I
father.
get a phone call when she gets home, and it's very much like he drank too much. I don't want him drinking that much. And I didn't tie it together until every time I've tried to do it, she's like, "It's time to go. Sorry, he doesn't have time."
Yeah.
I'm starting to piece together.
You've been here 30 minutes, Mom. I know we got to beat the traffic.
I don't think he's allowed to do the podcast.
Speaking of Ray
Right.
and
Well,
being
we,
a fan
listen,
favorite,
we did a double the last time. I was hammered when I left here.
Yeah.
When we did a double this time last
Yeah.
year. When you do a double,
oh, it gets
Yowzers.
It's a
Yeah.
different ball game, and my dad treats every single episode
Like
a
as a
double.
double. because he gets excited, right? I mean, it's
Sure,
fun.
yeah.
You got the microphone in front
I
of
mean,
you.
he's
doing your thing.
drinking liquor. He's smoking cigars. I
Yeah,
mean,
like he's having
hanging
a
out
good
with
time.
He's hanging out with the guys, and
and he's
Brendan's
let
dad-
off the leash.
Brendan's dad is a guy's guy. Like
Yeah.
no one here has not. Everyone who meets Brendan's dad falls in love with. Like you're like, that's the dad I wish my dad was. Like
yeah,
that
that's
guy's
the guy.
awesome. Yeah,
that's the guy. And so like tonight,
He
he and
tells
I were
great
texting. I
stories.
was like showing him pictures of the brisket,
yeah.
and he was like, "Hell yeah!" But like I know that he will not be allowed to stick around to do a podcast
Saturday morning. Let's do it.
I don't even
Let's
think
spring it on him
Okay, look. Here's what we'll do.
because we're busy. I'm busy next week.
But I don't even know what they're doing.
Well, if they're coming tomorrow and staying the night, they will.
No,
be
but I don't
here.
even know they're staying the night.
Okay, well,
My
once,
mom's-
once you confirm they're staying the night,
If
hit
they
me
stay
up.
the night, I will be. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, this is the
I'll
move.
text your mom right now.
No, here's the move. And you don't have my mom's number.
yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
so
wait,
says you.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh,
That's what I was afraid of.
I got pictures to say otherwise.
Fucking comedian.
So I will ask my mom if I can go to lunch with my dad.
Oh, come to my house.
And then we do the podcast.
Yes.
And this will prove, because if I say we're going to do a podcast, she'll be like, we have to get back.
Yes, do not say that.
But I'll say we're going to do lunch. And then I'll be like, Dad, you don't get to eat. You're going to be so drunk.
We're getting your cap twisted back, Dad.
And he's going to look at us and say,
That was a really good podcast, don't you think?
What do you remember what podcast that was?
like 3. Okay, no, I'm willing to. I'll if they're going to stay the night, I'll see what I can do. We'll see what we can pull, and we'll do it.
We'll do mimosas.
We'll do it from a Spirit Halloween.
There we
I'm
go.
down. I'm down. We'll put it. I've got plenty of room.
Could you? Could we do it?
We could do it in the back.
Like a
No
back
one even
room
know we're
at
there.
Spirit Halloween.
Let's do it.
Could we do that?
Sure.
Surrounded by masks and craziness.
Absolutely.
That'd be
It's
awesome.
gonna be good. And then I can look at the Sailor Moon outfits because I really got to find something below
Yeah,
the knee.
and then you. Then you're gonna have to buy it because you've touched it and it's gotten weird.
I found the.
Oh, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get
Brendan's
one well
like-
above the knee too for a
Absolutely.
woman.
That's what you should do.
He's like,
Yeah.
I found the perfect place for the podcast. Is behind this two-way mirror.
Oh shit! Could I get? If you have the princess and the slutty, I could have my wife and my daughter dress the same. It might actually get her to wear it.
You need
If I
to-
was
Oh,
like, look,
yeah, yeah,
you're
be
Sailor
like,
Moon,
here's
because
the
my
adult
daughter
version.
wouldn't. My daughter
Yeah.
wouldn't see it as you know.
she'd be like
sure.
twinning.
She'd be like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
we did it!" And then she'd be so excited. Oh, this is going great.
This is going great.
This is going great.
Ray,
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't- I'm not.
Ray, I'm with you. It's a slippery slope. He's
It is
diving
very
into
slowly,
something.
he is very, like,
Ray's like,
Shall we
buy
have-
whatever you want,
yeah,
please,
he's like,
and donate $5 while you're there.
and I will donate $5.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will start there. I will not be your first $1 million donation.
I'm waiting for $1 million donation.
You will be.
If you have every one of your cashiers say that, one day it'll happen.
I think so.
No, that's a fact.
I mean, we like last year. I think it was $175,000 out of my entire district was for Spirit of Children.
That's insane.
$165,000.
So say this again. You're waiting for the one person
I'm
that
waiting for the-
donates to go past that $1 million mark.
Sure,
And what do you do for that person?
nothing.
You don't have
Just
to do
making
They
sure.
anything
feel
for
good.
him.
They
Yeah,
feel-
there you go.
They feel good about it.
I'd say here's a bracelet. Here's
I'll
a bracelet.
here's a
Thank you very much.
Ray's
him a bottle of
Ray's
bourbon.
doing what
You'd
Yeah.
give them a receipt though
Right.
that shows
Hey.
$1 million donation.
Ray's doing what
There you go. So it's tax deductible.
he's doing the thing that you see all the time online where it's like you order a $20 meal and you tip $200. It's like there are people out there that
Oh,
do
yeah.
that. So like
No, it happens.
somebody will come buy a $30 mask and be like, "Well, I'm here."
That
Here's-
happens all the time.
Yeah.
We have people that buy $10, $15, $20 worth of Halloween goods, and they'll donate $50,
Yeah.
$100.
That's
You
how
should at
it
least have some poppers go off for the person that gives $1 and
We do.
they
have
break
some-
the $1 million mark.
So we have this thing. We have a cowbell that we
Okay.
ring. So it's like
It's
Will
so
Smith
funny
with
how
a
that works.
cowbell, right? So yeah, but we have a cowbell, absolutely, and we say thank you or yeah. I mean, we like cheer when
Yeah.
someone donates. We want to make sure
Hey.
that everybody knows.
How much donation does it take to hit the cowbell?
$1,
Every time I do a dollar donation, you hit the cowbell.
absolutely.
Brendan, what
We will
what
ring
has
it.
that bell done
Ding,
for
ding.
the man room fund?
That bell right there.
Yeah.
So that's the shame bell.
So whenever we do football Sundays, Brendan doesn't take any money,
It's the shame bell.
but he has the tip jar, and when you come up and you put money in the tip jar, you get the deli bell.
Mhm.
And what happens is
It shames.
it shames everyone who hadn't put
You
anything
haven't done
in.
anything in it.
Yeah,
Right.
And
It's the shame
that's what
bell.
your bell is doing.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what our bell is because we make a racket. Somebody will ring the bell and we'll be like,
Yeah.
thank you, and then
Yep.
people are like, what's that about? Well, you got to donate.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that
Yeah.
for you.
People are like,
Shame,
I want to hear that
shame
bell.
is a powerful
Oh,
thing.
it's
A
the best.
very
It's the
powerful.
best. It's
You
the
know,
best.
it's guilt and shame. Boy,
Yeah.
you get more out of those
Don't
two
get
emotions.
don't get me started.
No. Okay.
All right, now I want to know.
So,
Now I
so
want to
here's
know.
here's a horrible thing I used to do because
Uh-oh.
I'm a horrible human. No. So I used to sell telephone service, and I worked for a company called Cavalier Telephone that's actually headquartered here in Richmond.
Right. Out of
And-
Alexandria.
You're talking about
So-
hardwired telephone service, like
Yeah.
back in the day when you had a landline.
Correct.
Wait,
and so
landline?
oh yeah, landlines, but then it went to DSL lines, then it went to T1s, which is
Okay.
internet
All right.
access, doing all this. But so the bread and butter move was to just walk into a mom and pop shop and be like, "Oh, you have 2 phone lines. I can literally save you half over what Verizon is charging you because we don't have the same overhead. Same phone service. Like nothing changes. Your phone number stays the same. Everything's
phone
the
lines
same.
are phone lines.
Yeah.
People don't know
but
that.
we cost half as much.
Yeah.
And so people would buy it. Now, if I could sell enough of these phone lines, then I would do well, right? Like I'd get a commission on it. And so everyone, when it would be a rainy day, would not go out and sell because it was outdoor knock on doors selling.
Right.
This is my first like gig, So I would see a rainy day and I'd be like, jackpot.
That's it.
Because there is a certain amount of like guilt when somebody sees you come in
soaking wet. Yeah.
Right.
So I would put on my crappy pants.
I just
my
walked
crappy
4
dress
blocks
shirt.
for you.
Right.
Like it was dress clothes, but it's the stuff that like the ring around the collar is so bad it'll never get out.
Yeah.
It's just everything's done. And I would wear the old shoes and the stuff, and I would go out and I would literally just get drenched. No umbrella, no nothing.
For $3.
Bad notebook under the arm, but at least like the paperwork's good.
Right.
I'd walk in drenched like a wet dog. And I'd walk in and be like, oh, horrible day out there. And they'd be like, what are you doing? And they don't have as many customers, so they have more time.
Sure.
And I'd walk up and be like, hey, man, I'm out here selling Cavalier Telephone. It costs half as much as Verizon. You're literally wasting money for no reason.
But I just want to get out of the rain.
And I'm just glad to be in here. Like, can we talk about it?
Can we talk about it? Yeah.
And they'd be
You don't
like,
even have to buy anything. Can I just get
I just want to be out of the rain. And they'd
a
be
warm
like,
cup of tea?
they'd be like, this poor son of a bitch. Yeah, come on in, man. Dude, I would sell more phone lines
I bet.
on rainy days
Absolutely.
than anyone else. And so I would come back to the office at the end of the day, soaked to the bone, and people would be like, we've been in here all day hitting the phones. And I'm like, because you're an idiot.
Correct.
And now I'm getting the steak knives.
yeah.
Like it was
it's all about the cutlery.
But in the end, like, guilt is a powerful emotion. Shame is a powerful. We ring that bell. Everyone else goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tip.
Sure.
Don't want to look like the jerk. You got to ring the bell when someone donates.
We have to ring the bell.
That
is our thing. We ring the bell. We make sure everybody knows what's happening, and they go, "Oh, I want the
bell."
Yeah.
Cold Stone Creamery does the best. The best
yeah.
version of it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
They sing a song, and then everyone in line's like, "I've got to see that
Right,
again."
like, you gotta tip us.
Yeah.
You gotta order whatever.
And
right?
so I will always walk into Cold Stone Creamery and give the kids some money and be like, you got to put this in
gotta do
that
it.
jar.
Yeah.
Because watch what happens. And then it happens. And then it's like a trickle effect. And everyone starts tipping to hear that song.
And then those poor employees.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about. They're like, oh, fuck,
Well,
again?
they get to
I'll
split
shuck
up.
and jive for you, mister. Let's go.
Yeah.
They get to split the money. I mean, look, don't put a nickel in there. Put
Well,
a $5 bill
dude,
in there.
And I used to, Troy, I used to think that, but actually, my girlfriend worked at like Lone Star, whatever the Lone Star was,
Oh,
where they
Lone
danced
Star.
on the table.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was all about like whenever
birthday
somebody tipped me,
dance?
she wanted to fucking sing and dance.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because
I
you're
was
getting
like,
paid. Like if you just went from $5 an hour to $10 an hour, that's a good hour.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So she
A
was
good
all
hour.
about the singing and dance, and so I guess the guys at Cold Stone, when they get the extra tip, whatever.
Yeah. Look, the shame bell is fantastic.
It
That's all I'm
It
saying.
definitely works. I mean, I'm not here to argue against it.
Talk about
that's for sure.
shaming.
Yeah.
There's your dry hop.
The microphones didn't pick up on that, man. I got the gain set down real low. This is my world. Ooh. That one's not.
Did it
That
linger?
is not lingering.
It's lingering more than I wanted it to.
It's not a good one. It's not. We're not down
We're
with
an
it.
hour 42.
Oh, we're giving these people too much.
Yeah, shut this down. But Ray, I do want to give you one last chance to plug Spirit Halloween before
Listen.
we close out.
Thank you very much for having me on tonight. So I appreciate it. We got 28 stores in the Richmond, Virginia Beach, Western Virginia area.
Support
Come
those
out
stores
Come out and see us.
and drop.
Come
drop
now,
it.
right? Who's going to be
Yeah.
the first $1 million?
That's right.
You are
One
barking
of our
up the
listeners.
wrong tree,
Whatever, right?
dude. We can't even get these guys to hit up our Venmo, which is what, Troy?
At Inside the Pout House.
Yeah,
And if you drop ITPH in the Spirit Halloween code, no.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
literally nothing.
Maybe a cowbell if you throw in $1. No, but seriously, like
that's it.
No.
I will say this. I will say this. Our listeners are great when it comes to philanthropy. They give to
They
our
care.
mustaches.
They care.
So they they do care, and I think because they care, they will go to Spirit. Everybody, first off, you're going to Spirit. You're not fucking
you're not
buying your
going
shit at
anywhere else.
Walmart.
Yeah.
So while you're there, throw an extra $1 in, throw an extra $5 in. It doesn't hurt you. You're already dropping 30, 40. Who knows what you're spending? But throw an extra $1 in there because you just heard what you get to be a part of. And from guys who do the mustache things, like, you feel good about it. And we all started from nothing. We all started from, well, we'll just donate $20. We'll just do that. And, like, you get to be a part of something way bigger than yourself, and it pays off.
That's what I'm hearing out of Ray, which I love. Like he was saying, he goes to Roanoke and thinks, if we get 2 more stores, maybe we can start.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, they want to give to all these hospitals.
I want to do whatever I can to help all the kids. I mean, like, being in a hospital freaking sucks, right? So why not make the hospital less scary?
Dude, Ray gets to go
It'd be
do
nice.
the big check presentations. Like, how cool is that? Like,
Yeah, I do it. I don't get any of that glory. I never get to
I don't
make
get
it to
that.
the big
Yeah,
check. You get to do the big
I
check.
do the big check.
I
it's
like
awesome.
that. Good
That's
for
a
you.
good day, isn't it? Isn't that a fun day?
Yeah, I mean, there's some tears.
Oh,
I'll admit.
dude, I would be a
but
mess,
that's a
dude.
good
I'd be a
tier.
mess.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
a
would
good
definitely be a
tier.
mess.
So
If I got to be a part of that big check thing, I'd be a mess.
We will be this year. You're captain of our team.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, you are literally the captain of the team. So get to work.
Oh. Things I
I
would
think
like to have
this
known
year-
yesterday.
I definitely think this year I'm doing the porn stash.
Oh, are you gonna,
Yeah.
You're growing this year?
Yeah. I think
you gonna be a part of the team?
I think so.
Oh,
I
dude,
think
we'd
so.
love to
Awesome.
have
Look
you.
at you.
That would
Look
be
at you,
awesome.
coach.
Well, then we better double down on our donations to Spirit.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the kids to Spirit, and we're gonna get that shame bell ringing.
Hell yeah.
Please
That's what
do.
I'm doing.
That's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
want.
doing.
Yep.
I'm going to my old Sears.
And then they announced we're out of Sally costume.
Right.
So what's
Sailor
Moon.
Sailor
Sailor
costume?
Moon.
Sorry,
I-
Sailor
listen,
costume.
Plenty of Sally costumes.
you like
left.
text me, I'll get you a Sailor Moon. All of them.
Yeah.
Even for the guys.
Even for the guy. Right?
Your whole family should go Sailor Moon.
Oh shit.
That would be hilarious.
That
Hey,
that
if it
fulfills
gets
my
your
sexy
wife, if
quota.
it gets your wife in one, you would wear it.
I'll wear hers.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all could twin, and the girls could twin.
We'll trade off halfway
yeah,
through the night.
hell yeah.
Couple Butterfingers and a costume swap.
Right, yeah.
It's time to. We gotta go.
Okay, I realize I sounded weird, but I literally love. No, because
no.
That's twice in one show. You need to cut it off.
No. There's a reason behind that comment, and it's not what you assholes are thinking.
It sounded
No,
totally
every
wholesome.
year. Yeah, I know it sounds bad now. It's
When
not
I say it out loud, it sounds really bad.
but has anyone ever thought Butterfinger was a weird word? No, until right then, until you assholes looked at me
No
and
one-
went,
I
like my
Butterfinger.
No one thought no one better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
That's
It's not like
what
there's another way you could think of butt
No,
and fingers.
fingers,
Yeah,
right.
there's only
That's
one
not
way.
what I was-
It's a candy bar.
every year, Butterfinger's my favorite candy bar.
Yeah, that's
we
what I
know.
heard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck you guys. So when the kids go up, I always say,
Why would
if
you
they
air
have
quote?
Butterfingers,
Why would you
ask
air
one
quote
for
Butterfinger's
ask-
my favorite?
Fuck it. That was the most innocent fucking comment ever. And the name had never been weird until God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating again. That's twice tonight I've been sweating.
Bart Simpson made it weird.
Can we just
Donkey Dick.
What?
Don Keydick. Don Keydick.
Oh, man.
Barry,
Well,
Barry McCockiner.
That's,
Is he
but
here?
that's not even a.
Listen,
Oh,
we
what?
have
That's
this-
not a word.
By the way, I'll do another spirit like
Please,
plug.
yes, please
Yeah,
bring us
plug,
We
back.
have
plug away.
because we're talking about
we have-
Butterfingers and
Oh,
plugs.
you said
Go
plug
with
away.
it.
Dr. Felter Snatch.
Oh,
What the hell
I
is
like
that?
is that a
Doctor,
thing?
we have a.
That's a real costume.
like a recreational gynecologist.
Not
Dr.
not
Felter
bend over.
Snatch.
Not bend over. I thought.
Dr. Felter Snatch.
Wait,
That's
did you
the
hear? Did you
proctologist
actually hear what he
costume.
said?
yeah, doctor.
No, recreational
Recreational
gynecologist.
Recreational.
I definitely majored in that.
I'm definitely buying that costume. I'm definitely gonna buy that
It's not
costume.
professional. It's recreational. It's a camp.
Look, we all have hobbies.
Clear that up with a little Peter Sillen.
Yeah. Don't judge my hobby.
Okay, I'm done here.
You know what sucks? Is everybody's got to go through an hour and 40 minutes to get to the good part.
I don't even. Why are we even here?
Because Dr. Felter Snatch is here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
He's recreational.
I
He does it for the love of the game.
I think you talk about mortgages
That's a
or something.
felony.
I think there's really good.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a felony
the
if they
game.
sign a consent form.
don't forget to go to Nectar Sunglasses and
Right.
drop Bowflex in the coupon code. And Screen Door Mortgage, they'll take care of you. This is the worst reads ever. You can't even come out of something like that. Like, I wish.
You can't come out of Dr. Felter Snatch?
This was a good time.
That
I
sounds
had
like
a
a you
great
problem.
time, you guys. This
I'm
is-
glad you had
Yeah.
fun. My sponsors are pissed.
Oh, they need to double up on their sponsorship.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
guys are not getting rich.
To
Yeah.
Literally the least
like
they-
2 zeros.
Yeah. Like positive funds.
Still, +1, you're coming out on top. Don't
Yeah.
say another word. Don't say another word. You got one. +1.
You'll wreck it with peace out.
He's gonna know. I'm gonna let him. If he doesn't speak, he can win this week. He's +1. That double their zeros.
That
Come
was
on,
pretty
that's
good.
Funny. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't had a chance to head over to Spirit Halloween,
Thank you.
you absolutely should. This is the only place you should be buying your costumes. You can go online. You can buy some poor shit. You can get it. You can be disappointed, and then you can wait another 3 days. Oh, too
Yeah.
late. It's Halloween. You blew it.
And go now, by the way.
Now your horse mask doesn't fit, jackass.
Exactly.
Which I did once. I bought an online horse mask, and the whole thing was so mushed up that it just faded to the right. This poor bastard. I couldn't even play beer pong. Long story. True story. Long story. So head over to Spirit Halloween. Not only do you have a chance to get the right costume and get all the things you want, because they got all the accessories, let's be honest, but you can also donate to a really good cause where they're giving 100% of the funds directly to the charities that they support. And based on everything I've heard, here in Richmond, it's the exact charities you want to support. It's the Children's
Absolutely.
Hospital.
For sure.
Yep.
So, hey, Ray, thank you so much for coming
No,
out, man.
thank you guys.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
It's easy to tell, like, whatever, go away, but when it's like for children, it's like, all right, I'm back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ray, special shout out. Thanks for like the old fashioned and all the dope ass bourbons.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's good stuff in
From
it.
like a personal standpoint, that
Right.
was awesome. Thank you.
From
I'll come
the
back
lack
anytime.
of feeling my face,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Pretty awesome. And if you haven't had a chance to send us your discretionary money, we'll gladly take it over at the Venmo.
At Inside the Pout House. Oh, and real quick, because I always complain about this, I have to
Stop that song.
I always complain about the
Do we get another review?
A review. We got a review, so I have to read the review.
All right.
Hold the piss.
Few
3
and
more
far
minutes.
between. I apologize. So this is from Neighbor Term Principal. I am new to podcasting, I admit. I couldn't really get into them. Apparently, I just hadn't found the right one. After my long days of
I like
contact
this.
tracing, waiting on late school buses, dealing with a plethora of staff shortages, it's nice to be able to just laugh. Troy and Brendan are excellent and relatable storytellers who might just turn me back into a beer drinker. Thanks for helping me find the quote-unquote normal in this often upside-down and backwards world we are all living in right now.
Shit, that one was heartfelt.
I know.
I like that
Yeah.
one a lot.
That's a good
What was the
review.
name on that?
Neighbor turned Principal.
Dude, respect, neighbor turned principal.
Principal.
Hey, that's actually an awesome review.
Great
You did 5
review.
stars before I started.
Yeah, 5 stars,
Okay,
of course.
Well, look, I'll read a 4 or a 5. Actually, I'll also read a 1, but don't get
Yeah.
any stupid ideas.
But make it funny.
Right.
Yeah, because you guys will be dropping
We only have one.
Fiona Face.
Yeah, Fiona Face. Legendary.
Unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons.
Have you ever invited Fiona Face?
We
I
have
wouldn't
talked
even
about
know how
her.
to-
We've talked
how-
about her a few times.
How would
and-
you even find her?
Well, she said she only listened once. I don't think she came
Yeah.
back. But we did talk about her, and we were like, we'd love to hear from her.
I mean, I respect her. Don't you assholes get crazy ideas. We don't need it.
She
If you
did
need
say-
real estate, holler at Stu.
She did say they seem to enjoy themselves.
Yeah,
So
which I
she
respect.
gets the show.
Yeah,
I mean,
she gets
obviously.
it. She gets it. If you need a mortgage or a refinance, your easiest move and the best move is going to head over to Screen Door Mortgage. Reach out to them. Jimmy will reach out to you personally. Let them know that Inside the Pallet House sent you. There's a lot on the line. It's a Yeti situation. Long story. And if you need some sunglasses as you're heading into the fall, which sounds crazy, but you do.
You do.
Just drop Bowflex in the coupon code over at Nectar Sunglasses. They'll take care of you.
Bowflex.
Head over to Spirit Halloween, get your costume. Time is running short. Apparently, there's a tremendous shortage.
Yes.
Thanks, COVID. We'll
Buy for next year while you're there.
That's right.
We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good night, you guys. Thank you. $1 million. I'm looking for my $1 million.
Yeah. Steve's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
+1 for Stu. He wins.
It took him so much to not say peace out. All he wants to say. That was a really good podcast, don't you think?
That was a really good podcast, don't you think?
Yes, sir, Charles.